You're listening to the When Heads Collide podcast by Headz Entertainment.
Exquisite made it.
Yo, what up? This is Rage with Headz Entertainment. We got my boy Dusty Devan on the mic today.
What up?
We also got another Headz Up member, Tony
I'm in the
Placasso.
background today.
Yeah, go visit Tony Placasso. He's doing tattoos at
Inked Up.
Yeah.
Over in Lakewood.
Yeah, how long have you been there now?
I've been only about 4 months over here, but, it's all good. Business is pretty good, and I'm definitely having some fun doing it,
Yeah. What's up, Devan?
Nothing, man. Haven't
How
been
you
over to your studio. It's been at least 8 or 9 months since I've been here, maybe longer.
Yeah.
But yeah, things are good, man. I got a new job going out there in the streets, trying to do my part to help my community. But just got married back in March.
Yeah, congratulations, brother.
Thanks, man. Got a lovely wife, and family's doing good, man. It's funny, for people who don't know, Rage, it sounds weird, but my mom used to work at Walmart, and this who Rage was working over there too. Like
When I was like
before,
17.
Before I even knew this who Rage, yeah, and he was working there, and we ended up meeting.
Setting me up for some good jokes right now.
I was trying to say,
No.
man, but yeah, it's funny that it's been 10 years since I met Rage, and literally back when we just first became legal here in Colorado, 10 years, almost in January it'll be. But
Yeah.
let's see.
I met bro. So a little bit about Devan, Dusty.
Dusty.
A little bit about Dustin. He he used to be on Heads Up at the beginning of, like, back in 2016.
The inception.
Yeah, since the inception, we used to have our little office space right across the street from where we're at now.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that was our first thing. He was one of the. What was your position at then? You were like brand rep, fucking.
Yeah, I was doing
Marketer.
Yeah, marketing and just trying to do promotions as far as making connections when we were going out to bars. We used to go over to the clubs. Like we used to go during the summer, go stop all around Larimer, on Walnut, Welton, all the spots downtown.
We'd pull up to. This was like when I first got my camera and I was studying like a motherfucker, and we would pull up to like all different venues downtown and shit and try to land like sponsors, or I would go to different concerts and shit and try to, I'll do your set, you know what I mean? I'll take photos of your set.
Yeah.
We were doing that shit like every day.
Yeah, Rage was my photographer back when I was doing music.
Yeah.
That was some fun times, man. But yeah, that was like the main reason, I think, is because I was trying to do stuff. I had a company called Family Only Entertainment, and just family only, but it was filed as LLC, or my LLC was Family Only Entertainment. But that was back when we were doing music. It was me, my buddy Marty, and then
Shout out Marty.
Yeah, Marty. He's still doing music and
Yeah.
doing different stuff. Him and Exquisite linked together for a song.
Oh yeah.
What was that called? Monsters?
I have to see it again.
Yeah.
It was a dope video.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. But
Yeah.
man, I haven't done anything with Heads Up in a long time. We were last time we were doing a music video, and then everything just kind of fell off. The dudes that I was doing music with kind of got into a little trouble, and I was kind of just left at the helm, and I was not really trying to do all that. I wanted to just focus on the things that I want to do as far as my music, and they pretty much were just trying to put a lot of the stuff on my shoulders, but which is cool, but it stinks when they're dudes are locked down or locked up. So I stopped doing the music, but I mean,
Yeah.
now it's just been work, and
You're the married man now.
yeah, I've been the married man, which is great. But
sure.
yeah, man, it's glad to be back over here hanging out with you.
Everybody at this
Maddie.
table's married, bro.
Nutty Nuz Lightyear over here.
I'm married to the game. So just kidding. What's up, brother? Let's bring Matt in here. How you been, bro?
Oh, I'm just chilling.
Just chilling.
Yep.
Fucking doing your
About
thing.
it, yeah.
You're coughing over there.
Yeah.
When
know
did you-
what time it is?
When did you guys do that Relate One podcast? How many weeks ago was that?
It's like,
It's probably like a week and a half, 2.
it was like,
Like 2 weeks.
Saturdays.
Yeah.
One Saturday.
Yeah, shout
Yeah,
out
we
Relay
trying
One.
to edit them a little quicker and put them out a little quicker.
Yeah. Shoot, that was a good podcast. I had fun during that, doing that and learning about like Chat GPT and all that. And I'm still feeling kind of indifferent when it comes to Mid-Journey art, but I understand like the process of that shit's crazy. I understand like the hustle.
Are you actually gonna try to do all like the extra programming and learning how all the extra backdoor stuff?
No,
I'm not doing it.
no, it's not my medium. I respect everybody who's doing it, but it's just not what I'm going to do at the moment. I want to just focus on a podcast and just do what we're doing here. You know what I mean? Get the podcast solid, get in another office space, and shit, just take care of our team.
Make
You know what I
some
mean?
prints.
Definitely want to make prints of our art.
It's really crazy too with the Chat GPT, like just as far as what you guys were talking about doing art, because you know I draw too. I don't do it like I used to, but like it's just crazy to think like somebody's artistic ability that led them to be mechanical engineers, whatever, electrical engineers, that they can create something that can create art, like an organic piece of art, which I still don't understand the principle of organics when it comes to something that's been built by humans. Technically it's not organic at that point.
I think it is.
It's organic and it's like a video game. Even with computers, once they first learned how to like go into the world of a computer, like you can go into like these, like even like playing video games, you can travel around in these.
So then would a biological clone be organic?
No, I don't think so, because I think organic is something that's not stirred by thought. It's stirred by just natural cause. Like if a tree was going to change its leaf pattern or growth to be more efficient as far as absorbing sun for photosynthesis, that's organic change. It wasn't. I guess it maybe would
But
be.
if that clone is living and breathing and absorbing the sunlight,
it's organic matter. I don't think it's organic in origin. You know what I mean? Like it's like a type of, textual matter that is collected that can create something.
I don't know. I don't think so.
It's just weird because it's a digital it's a digital thought process. It's a whole nother world of thinking, a computer mind that was collaborated by multiple brains to make something that could think. So I guess, I don't know, maybe it is organic. It's just weird because I don't know. I spent my hands are busted from drawing.
We're organic. We're organic. I think if we made that shit, then wouldn't it be organic? Just like the trees make leaves, and the tree made the leaves.
That's true.
The fucking ground made the tree. The roots made the tree.
Yeah.
So
I feel like our thought process.
Are we not organic?
Well, that's the other thing.
Yeah,
No,
our thought process towards that shit is like hella rudimentary. Like this is something fucking super brand new that even I'm scared of. And like, bro, draw. You know what I mean? He's an artist as well, and all four of us are artists and shit. And it's like when this AI stuff comes out, either you gotta adapt to the new new technology, or it's like just keep going with your
don't quit
your medium.
Don't quit your day job.
So that's what it is too, because like before there was even a camera to take a picture, like there was portrait artists, people who were casting an image onto a page with their practice, skill, and memory. Which artist? That's what it means.
Draw me like one of your French girls.
How accurate are those old drawings though of the like Mona Lisa? Did she really like? How accurate is that?
the Mona Lisa was compiled with so many
super
different
accurate.
It was
faces.
it was Michelangelo, right? Or who drew her? Or I don't
It's
even know.
supposed to be.
It was like Da
it's
Vinci
him.
or something.
Yeah,
Da
I was
Vinci.
like,
Da Vinci.
I was
Yeah.
motherfuckers said Michelangelo.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
No, so he
Like
he
in
drew her,
drag.
but what if she had like a mustache or something? You know what I mean? And like he put a
Cleaned it up
filter
little
on her.
bit.
they said
He put, that's he put an old school filter on her. You know what I mean?
they said Mona Lisa was actually a self-portrait from Da Vinci.
Yeah.
Did you hear about that shit?
That's hilarious. Why he dressed and dragged and then hit himself up.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You against that?
I'm just saying what he did. All I'm saying is what he did.
As long as he identifies as an artist,
There's a lot of
You know what
fucking,
I mean?
Do you like-
lot of fucking heat coming off that chair over there.
I love Tyler Perry movies. I was kidding.
okay.
Whoa,
I love Big Mama. I love Big Mama's house.
love that movie.
I don't think that's a Tyler Perry movie though.
I know, I'm just saying drag. This is a drag. I'm still a fan of Martin
Oh,
Lawrence.
you're just into drag. Okay, I get it.
You ain't never been to a drag show?
No. I'm just saying about like cameras. Like you take a picture.
Sure.
You take a picture. Just because you take a picture
Yeah.
with a unique angle or from a fourth dimension, whatever you're taking a picture of, you're still using technology to create that medium.
Oh, yeah.
So that's the same sort of thing with ChatGPT. If you're using an electric device or a digital device to create something, then it's still, I guess, art. I mean, it is it probably is original. It is original.
For our viewers, though, we have already went over this shit a few different times. ChatGPT is for writing. That shit's crazy. We'll talk about that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we're not going to talk about that shit again.
Midjourney.
Yeah, the AI generator. That's the type of shit that creates the art. But, yeah, we're not even going to talk about that shit. We already talked about that a bunch. But I've been wanting to ask this motherfucker, though. Both you motherfuckers. All three you motherfuckers. And take your time, or take your turn talking about this shit. But how do you feel, what's going to happen with Trump? Did he get fucking put in a slammer like MC Hammer?
Oh, no. I don't think he spent a day in jail.
I mean, think about it. The guy got indicted on federal charges before. Like, these aren't just criminal charges against the state of Manhattan or state of New York in the city and county of Manhattan. He already dodged federal charges as far as getting indicted for colluding with Russian services to solicit interference with voting machines, voting patterns, hacking different, databases to try to mess with the Democratic votes, which is whatever, But he got indicted on these things and got off. So
if he was doing that shit though, then why did Biden win?
I don't know. Well, the second time I think
because Biden was doing it better.
My vote mattered.
I think,
shut up! You voted.
I voted.
All right.
I think even both of them.
I don't trust either side of it.
Me neither. Yeah, I'm more of like an independent type of person. Like if we're voting, if I'm voting for anything, it'd be for independent party. But as far as him getting in trouble, I mean, he's like most rich people don't get in trouble. Like Robert Kraft of the New England Patriots got busted in a hotel with a prostitute who was under the age, and he is just not in jail. This case got settled out of court. Everything's fine. But think about it. Rich guy gets off. He's definitely gonna get off. He's gonna get off.
Oh yeah.
Unless he knows who else is fucking.
But like
kids.
Robert Kraft though, the only situation is like if he lost, then he would have got in trouble. But he's a fucking winner, so. Winners get a pass, I guess.
Same thing with Trump. I mean, he's still, even though like they're not showing their massive support like they did on January 6th, he still does have a mass following. His Twitter page, even though it's getting allowed back by Elon Musk,
they're dedicated.
72 million followers. Think about that. Like if they really wanted to get down and get boogie, they could take up arms and make change as quick as they wanted to. And a lot of them do. There's like radicalists like Lauren Boebert and Marjorie Taylor Greene. They're radicalists. They're ready to rock and roll. They're down to get bear arms, take over cities, and clear people out. They're doing it in the most logistical way with, taking over land development contracts, taking it to where they can control areas of, you guys were talking about modern day gentrification. It's called gerrymandering, where they get to decide the county lines. Crazy stuff. And then it's also messing with votes, where they're drawing people out of certain districts. That's why it sometimes doesn't matter to vote, because they're just going to draw you out anyway. So your vote's only going to count as a percentage, not as an actual vote. It's ridiculous. That's why I'm telling you, Mike Johnson's going to win, just based on a general majority. He's definitely going to win the mayoral candidacy here in Denver. And
that's crazy, because he was a principal.
He was my principal.
Was he really?
Yeah, he really was. Yeah.
Where'd you go to school at?
Skyview High School.
Oh wow! And he's going for mayor?
Yeah.
Give me the mayor. We're gonna all be in detention.
Who did you say you wanted to win?
I forgot his name. Maybe his name is Terrence. I forgot. I'm so sorry. I meet people and like immediately forget their name.
Same.
But like I was talking to him about what he's wanting to implement, and he's from Park Hill. He seemed like he had some good ideals, you know what I mean? But everybody has like a nice fucking story before they get into office, and then it's like, oh, you're not doing any of that. Because it's like bigger than him. I have no idea. I don't know shit about politics, bro.
The only reason I don't like Mike Johnson, because he's kind of one of them people that's like, nobody needs an AR-15. So once you kind of say that, I just kind of write you off as a dipshit.
Well, he is a principal. I think principals would probably have that stance.
You would think principals in this country would like give people AR-15s as many school shootings as it happens.
I think so too. I think that's a weird debate because I think probably everybody, if everybody had a gun,
that's what I feel like.
Motherfuckers wouldn't go shoot up.
Just even the playing ground.
Because we could all fight, and motherfuckers ain't always trying to fight everybody.
No.
Nobody
you wouldn't go into a
fights
school
nowadays.
and try to fight 100 people.
No.
The only reason why it's because you got a gun, so the playing field isn't level. Level the playing field. Give these kids fucking Glocks.
Yeah. They need to
send my kid with a Glock.
They need to have
Is crazy.
teachers.
No, I mean,
teachers 100%.
What are you talking about?
Teachers 100%
Teachers
should
should
be
be
able
able
all
to.
armed
Yeah.
and ready to rock and roll.
I would like to
Have
say
at least have one armed person per level of the school.
Yeah.
But you know how much kids would listen if the teacher had a gun, dog? Like, damn.
I'm pretty sure that some of the teachers would
Fuck
probably
yeah, I
strapped
be doing
at
my
schools.
homework, bud. For sure. I be
Just
turning
put it
that
out
shit
there.
in early.
Teachers just all
You're late on homework again?
with the banger, babe.
You're late on homework again?
Teacher got the pole.
That's funny.
Hey, but
That's how it's supposed to be.
I think there should be some sort of security, armed security, and like extensive mental evaluations for who's gonna do this fucking position inside of these schools. What experience do you have with
Shit,
these
I
schools?
got kids at school, and
Yeah.
that shit scares the shit out of me.
I have kids,
does.
and I've done armed security to the max.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be in that school
Yeah.
because I still don't trust my fucking mental. You know what I mean? I don't fucking. Fuck no, kids annoy me. It's like,
You
I'm
just get
fucking
shot
just
up
kidding.
by the weird kid?
Dude,
I'm just
damn.
kidding.
well, that's the other thing too. You guys were talking about, or who was talking? Or I think you guys brought it up, just about with your kids being able to make sure your kids know how to read the room. Like when they're in a situation, they're looking around. Like that guy does not look like he's supposed to be here.
Yeah.
This person is acting fishy. That kid over there, you know, he's got a trench coat on, and his hat's backward, and he's got a freaking, he's got a Metallica shirt on.
That's profiling.
No, not even. We have to be aware because you could when you look at a
Well,
person
that's a little profiling.
when you look at a person
with the purple hair, don't fuck with that guy.
when you see a kid, if you see like those goth kids, like I was driving downtown, and I do armed security too. I was driving downtown. There's that church that's when you're coming down Colfax, almost to Broadway with that that Catholic church.
Right on
right
the
there.
top.
There was like 6 or 7 goth kids, like super sick, like crazy with like pentagram shirts, all like crazy rocked out at that church, like doing like crazy like dancing like on the stairs and stuff. But it's just like those kids right there are clearly showing, they're teenagers, clearly showing like
They just want a hug.
want to hug a AR-15
What is
up
that?
against
No,
their shoulder.
Don't do
No,
that.
no.
Just because they're dressed that way.
No, I'm
It's
just
usually
profile.
more of the quiet
No.
one
And not
that
just
no
the-
one suspects.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's
Would have been you.
Because
think
that,
you- no, no,
that
that's what you-
outfit
you
they're
dress-
wearing, that's their protest in itself. You
Yeah,
know?
hold up. Don't speak of each other.
well, you do suspect it. Everyone says the quiet one not doing something, it's not talking to anybody. The quiet one. So whenever your kid's like, hey, make sure you know the kid in that room who's the quiet one who's acting like something's going on or something's funny. That way, those kids can like, hey man, this kid's kind of acting funny, teacher. You know,
Yeah.
you might want to look at it because like, how are they not catching him? Because I swear, I see people all the
Well,
time. I'm like, he's up to something.
Did
like,
you hear about the fucking kid or the teacher who shot, or sorry, the fucking kid who just shot his teacher?
Yeah, he was like young as fuck, right?
Yes, 6 years
Like
old.
6 years old, yeah.
Bro,
that's
he was
crazy.
6 years old and
How
just
does he
shot
even know
his
how to pull a trigger like that?
And there was so many fucking
kill him?
like. Remember we were talking about like hey, read the room, kids. There's been those fucking like, yo, the room is red.
Red
These kids
flags.
all know, and the teachers know. Several teachers know that this fucking kid is not okay, and they just waved it off like whatever. And that fucking kid, 6 years old, shot the fucking teacher.
That's crazy.
They knew about the
6
kid
years
at East High School too,
Yo, rest in
and they
peace, bro.
couldn't do nothing about that.
Yeah, that's the thing. Even
They
with that,
know about shit.
Yeah, dude. I just see people all the time. Like if I see somebody walking around funny, they've got their hands in their pockets all goofy, they're looking all crazy, or there's something going on.
Yeah.
My first instinct is like I'm ready to rock and roll. Like
When you do security, you don't have. When they're like, hey, you, do your job.
yeah.
My mind security might not be a fucking physical job, but goddamn, it's a fucking mental job.
You can't even sleep like
all day.
If even you know how some jobs you can nod off for a moment, like being in security, like I swear, like I'll be in the cruiser, I'm like completely like the whole time like thinking like I gotta be looking over my shoulder. I make sure my mirrors are right and stuff like that because you just never know, you know. Especially because that's your job is like you have to be dealing with whoever's going to be doing those things.
I used to work construction at the Gaylord Rockies before they built it. Remember we went up to the roof and went and puffed?
Oh yeah.
It was before it was even made. We went up to the roof and went to go puff a fucking big one.
That's so funny. Bro, it was so scary.
So check this. So
I know the
ghost story. Oh my gosh.
The ghost story. I'm followed by spirits.
But
hold on. So, when we talk about like you got to be on point mentally the whole time you're clocked in.
Yeah.
And me, I would work at construction sites sometimes and be all fucking tired, and you're not even supposed to be armed, but I still was. You know what I mean? I'd just sit in my car all fucking night. I'd pass out, but. That's the worst thing you could do is fall asleep. And, you know, your boss is like, don't fall asleep. Yeah, don't fall asleep. Whatever you do, don't fall asleep. I'm like, I'm going the fuck to sleep. I've been up all day. I got kids.
I get paid to sleep.
I'm a single dad. You know what I mean? I'm a single dad. I'm
tired.
going to sheepish. Big sleeps. But anyway, they caught, because I was asleep. It's like, nah, I wasn't there this day. But the guard that was there caught a fool walking around at the Gaylord Rockies over there with the fucking AR-15 in the middle of the night, no lights on, just walking in the field. Now, yeah, bro, that happened.
Yeah, that's psychotic.
I'd have fucking dumped on him. I mean, like, are you okay?
Oh, yes.
No, that's some real shit. You know what I mean? And then another time. When the guard was sleeping, bro, they got jacked for like millions of dollars of equipment.
Oh yeah.
Like semi trucks.
That's crazy.
Semi trucks came in and got the ATVs and like everything from them. And the next day they were in fucking Mexico, bro. Not even hours later.
Stole everything.
They were jamming. It was probably your ass driving the fucking semi.
I wish it was. I really wish it was.
Bro, that
Old Dominion.
I would have did it too. Hit me up if you're down with that type of shit.
That would have been.
They ask you that when
I can operate any type of equipment, dog.
What did they ask you when you get your CDL?
Like, they tell you anything like moving drugs or anything, like, they have direct questions.
And I was like, I'm down for all that.
Do they do, like, random checks of, like, trucks and stuff? Like, ever pull people
Fuck yeah.
Way stations.
State lines, way stations.
What are you loading? He's all soap, I think.
We used to have easy passes. So, like, we would go over these little sensors. Yeah. And then it would beep either red or green. If it beeps,
light.
You get the green light, you're good. And I used to love seeing fucking ones that were closed. But hell yeah, you get pulled in. They check your paperwork. They open you up.
No way.
They check your shit. They make sure everything's strapped. Yep. If you got hazmat that ain't strapped, you catch a ticket.
Oh yeah. Hazmat never gets you.
And the driver catch it because you're supposed to notice that shit. Mm-hmm. You're supposed to strap your shit. You're supposed
Pre-trip.
Yeah. You're supposed to know all that shit. Whatever's on your shit.
That's crazy.
Like. Hell yeah. They have checkpoints, so doing that shit's hard.
Cheyenne, dude, you never get easy pass through Cheyenne.
Nah, hell no.
What's one of your, like, favorite jobs? I want you all to answer this shit, like, singly, not together. What's your favorite job that you've ever had? That's a hard-ass question. You know what I mean? Like, I'll talk until you figure this shit out, but...
I was a plus-size stripper.
You're not that big, bro.
Nah.
What's that meme? I got homies that'll fold your big ass.
Get creased.
What is that meme? Fuck, that shit's hilarious.
I'd say what I'm doing right now. Tattooing. That's my favorite job.
That's a pretty cool thing to do.
Yeah. I was all laughing as soon as you said that when you came in the intro. I was like, dang, I'm like literally the only one in here who's not got ink on me. It's sick.
I thought you guys were gonna say heads up, but it's all good.
Get your head tatted.
Dude.
I already got my head.
Nah, this fool. Get your hair tatted on your head.
Blasted, just a big old heads up circle emblem.
Just tat them up a fade.
Or
people doing that. I've seen.
What you mean?
Or the Avatar arrow.
Oh, doing advertising.
No, I've seen people who come in. I've seen people who
get
come
their hair
in.
tatted?
Yeah, and get their line.
Micropigmentation.
Yeah, boom, 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 boom. They're.
Yeah,
It looks nice too. Just not even lying.
That's crazy.
Yes.
Oh, so it looks like they got a little
hairline,
like a super short fade.
Yeah, they got like a fucking triple aught zero, a triple aught shave. But no, they do. They
It's
come
like a
in.
razor fade.
Yeah.
Just like
the
chicks
same
getting their eyebrows
eyebrows.
done,
That's
dudes
funny.
are getting their hairline done.
Yep.
Get a low ass hairline like Paul George.
I have a. I
That
have
fool
a.
Paul George. He's got like a
Hey.
2 heads.
I got a pouch right
You
here.
know?
My beard don't grow. My beard don't grow all the way in.
PG 13 millimeters.
My beard don't grow all the way in right here. I'm gonna get that shit. Hey,
Oh.
oh my
It grows
god.
in all
Bro,
white
I think
trashy.
that's a Tarahumara thing because I got the same patch.
Tony
too,
Placaso,
bud.
bro.
Like
He's
Khabib.
yo. Get me lined up, brother.
That's funny.
How much is that gonna cost though? Fuck.
My favorite job was swim instructor, teaching swim lessons.
Mm-hmm.
It was the best job, man. It was the most rewarding just because it felt like good knowing that I was like trying, like actually helping the community keep kids safe. You know, like it's cool to.
So you could swim?
Yeah, I know. I don't got them dense bones now.
Damn, dog. You can swim, my dude.
One,
Is it true that if you just throw a baby in the swimming pool that they instinctually know how to swim?
there's
Hell
this.
no, I
There's
don't
this.
think so. You'd
so-
probably be drowning a lot of babies that way.
So there's this class that you have to sign a disclosure and waiver for, called ISR, which is Infant Survival and Rescue, and literally they do that. They throw a baby or it's the
Newborn.
They'll do like
Child
typically
abuse.
3 to 6 months. 6 months is like
Speak up on the mic.
3 to 6 months is like the craziest they'll go, but mostly it's kids that are 6 months to like 4 or 5 years old because that's typically like the age group that's drowning. But literally they do that. So there's an instructor in the water and there's a instructor on the outside of the water. The instructor from the outside will drop them from the outside as if they fell off like a railing, simulating a situation like they were on a cruise, you know, and
Yeah.
a child fell off the side of the railing. They land in the water, and the instructor will kind
I've
of
seen
like bobble them, sort of slightly juggle them. But most of the babies will get back up. Like you can look at videos and stuff on.
I've seen them.
And they,
That's
but
crazy.
the main thing is teaching them just audible and mechanical instinct to do the moves you want them to do. So there's several different techniques you could do to get them to flip over and remember, and they remember it by different cues and timing. But I swear, like I'd have little kids just like that, 6 months, come in, and within like 3 or 4 months, I'd have them falling into the pool by themselves in full clothes, rolling over onto their back and just floating and go, just tell them go float. I swear, it was incredible. It was
So,
my favorite job.
like, you wouldn't want to just throw them in the river.
No, don't do that. That's
Don't
like
throw your babies in the river.
That's what my dad
that's
did
like
with me.
That's like Llorona or like
yeah.
old school. That's like old school like training how to get your kids how to swim for sure.
We used to put watermelons in the river and they'd go around the mountain. They'd come back and they'd be cold.
That's hilarious.
What?
But
Hold on. Wait. Hold on. What the fuck did you just say?
I
That
think
don't make no sense.
it was at I think Lara the Bear, I think, over by Morrison. But yeah, there's a little creek and then it kind of just circles this mountain. So you put your watermelon in it and it just floats around. By the time it comes back, it'd be ice cold.
Oh, so you could probably put your baby in
Or
that,
smash.
because it'll come back by the
What the
time.
fuck does that got to do with? Did you learn swimming like that, motherfucker?
Yeah.
Oh, he'll come back.
He'll be cold when he comes back.
He'll
What
be
the
back
fuck?
that was
just
a
in
funny
time to revive him.
segue. Yeah, that's funny.
I still
Oh,
can't
man.
very, swim very good. Nobody threw me in the river.
You can't swim good?
I'm an
Not really.
excellent swimmer.
Fool, you can't swim?
I can float. I can't I won't die. But if you chuck me in a river, I probably.
You know how to swim?
Do I know how to swim?
I know how to swim.
Bro, I'm a fuck fish. What are you talking about? I learned how to swim in Maury,
Michael
the
Phelps.
fucking school down in the east side.
He's got the hollow bones.
Fuck yeah, you know where I learned how to swim in fucking Aslan.
in Garfield.
I grew up
God.
with
In
a house
Garfield
that
Park.
had a
That's
swimming
what you
pool.
learned.
Back when there was a pool at fucking La Raza Park, homie. That's where I learned how to swim. So. No, I learned how to swim by just fucking being in the water. Híjole, you gotta pour the fucking pop like you're fucking. Yeesh. But yeah, I've been swimming. I could swim like a motherfucker. I had swim class out north, bro. That was like the most shape I've ever been in my whole life.
Swimming's awesome, man.
My fucking stroke game when I was fucking like in that type of health. Who the fuck is? Yo, you're on the mic. It's all, we got one guy over here fucking.
He's doing a foily.
Oh my god, you better get on the fucking.
Hey, I'm just
Anyway.
pouring a drink. He's doing a foily.
I was fucking.
rolling a
I was
joint.
yeah. I was super in shape when it was swim. I would swim every day. Híjole. Yeah, you motherfuckers need to stop drinking. But what was your favorite job, bro? Matt?
Oh,
Geesh.
damn, you know, I don't even know.
You didn't have a favorite job?
I fucking hate working, but at the same time, like, yeah, I think just being a driver was cool.
Do you consider Heads Up a job?
I consider it. I wouldn't say like a job. I would say like, this is our shit.
Yeah. Do you
So
consider
I
it
don't.
a career?
I don't like. I work for Heads Up, but it ain't like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're not sitting here fucking clocking in and wasting life. type
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
This
Like
is
we
about
do
passion.
shit when we could do shit, and
Yeah.
that's pretty much it.
24/7, I'm clocked in for Heads Up, and so are you.
Like, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when it comes to shit, like when it comes to creativity or podcasts, now that podcasts happen, I'll hit you up fucking at 3 a.m. and be like, bro, we got them on. You know what I mean? Like the people
Yeah.
who we have lined up for these next coming podcasts is sick. Like like, bro, I feel good about the direction that we're going with this shit. You know what I mean? It's big.
Yeah, we're
And-
still getting our shit together.
Yeah, Heads
Yeah.
Up-
I'm gonna
Heads
buy
Up-
me a camera next week.
All
The
right.
people need to see my face.
Cool.
Heads
So if anybody wants to help him buy a camera, go
Come
fucking
get
get
a
a
tattoo.
tattoo.
me.
Hit his
At
JPay.
Inked Up. Hit
His
him up.
JPay.
He'll
What were you
fucking
saying?
tattoo any body part you got. Bring it.
I was gonna say, Heads Up's like a mindset and a lifestyle. You know, like it's always gonna just be something that is a part of your regular life, and you're just sharing it with your, your group. You know, it's just
A heads up is also what the quiet kid gives to a couple kids in class before he pulls out the AR.
Oh, okay, yep.
Jeez.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Hey, you
That
see
was a
Bobby
good one.
crying in the bathroom the other day? Yeah, he's up to something.
All right.
We talking
cool.
about Bobby?
No,
Thanks
no, I'm
for the
not.
heads up.
I
Thanks
didn't
for
mean
the
Bobby.
heads
I
up.
just said she's trying to be funny.
Thanks for the heads
Yeah.
up, my guy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be sick that day.
Give you a heads up.
Thanks for the heads up.
Bro,
Hell no, I'm
as
telling
a
the
parent-
teacher.
As a parent, fucking, I worry about that shit every fucking day. Like
Every
when
day.
I drop my son off every morning, I'm praying on the way home. Like let's be. I'll need to walk on, knock on wood, but every
Hell
motherfucking day, like
Oh yeah.
let today be a good day. Like
I-
I'll pray for all these kids there.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Creator, like just be in the hearts of the parents that are raising these fucking kids.
Yeah.
And if you're a parent and you see a kid like that, bring him some cookies or something.
Yeah, yeah. Make him
Show
feel
him
welcome.
some love.
Yeah, make
Invite
him
him
feel
to a
welcome.
motherfucking birthday
To
party.
to the
They don't know,
amusement
bro.
park or whatever.
These
Dude.
fucking
Yeah.
parents don't know.
Oh,
They
I
should.
know.
They
I
just
be
don't
seeing
care.
some kids that be gotten some shit, like they got some shit wrong with them. You could tell. Be
I
like,
think
hey,
it's
be
the
nice
parents
to
who are
that
like that
kid.
though.
Yeah, it's
Bring
unfair.
him a fucking candy or something.
It's so unfair for a lot of these kids because it's true. Like a lot of these kids are spitting images of their parents. So some of these
My
parents
kids
are.
have my ears like a motherfucker.
Their kids are like their parents though. Like a lot of these kids that so some of these parents are assholes
Yeah.
and being jerks. At home, their kids are gonna come and be weirdos and little punks at school. So
Yeah.
when they're acting like that, it's kind of hard to like oh yeah, I want my kid to be around that kid. But at the end of the day, there still needs to be just a line of respect for these kids, and it needs to be in their handbooks if it's not already being said. Because I know we had a code of conduct and stuff like that. If we didn't get, we had to sign that stuff if we wanted to go to school. So if these kids,
They do.
If they then
It starts with parenting, bro.
there-
Most of these
there should be
major,
zero tolerance for
Yeah,
any
most of
bullying
these
or
major
zero
crimes-
tolerance.
In elementary school, we used to like bullying happened, but by middle school, I was like, okay, like we better not do that shit to these little
yeah.
motherfuckers. Like
We
I
just
was
played
scared.
quarters with people.
Yeah, quarters
Yeah.
was so fun. But after Columbine,
I remember there was like 2 kids at Skinner that were like a little. They used to pick on them. We used to always try to like
I
try
used
to
to
be nice
get
to them
bullied.
because we wanted that heads up.
yeah. I
Like-
mean, yeah, like what's up? We want to throw the heads in the bathroom?
Yeah, we would include them in shit.
Yeah, there was always like, we went to a predominantly black, not necessarily even black either, but mostly Chicano and black though. And then there was like a small
White
percentage
kids
of white
were the
folks.
minority at our
Yeah.
school.
mine too.
And the white folks,
Yeah.
bro, they would get picked
Tyler.
on.
yeah.
They would get picked on. I remember, I'm not gonna drop his name, but he was
That's what it was.
he was
I know what you're talking about.
he was a solid ass motherfucker, bro. We would play football even back out north. You know what I mean? And he didn't give a fuck. He just wanted to get down
Yeah,
and
just
have
be
fun.
fun, yeah.
But he would still get picked on and shit. But
Yeah.
like, bro, he was. I still try
was-
to hit that kid up. Like, I wonder if he's on Facebook or some shit. Because I just want to like reconnect and be like, bro, like, tap in. Like, what are you doing? You need any like, Need any help with anything?
Sure,
Like,
what's
you know what I
going
mean?
on?
Like, I didn't pick on him when I don't think I picked on him.
Yeah.
Probably fucked with him. You know what I mean? I fucked with everybody.
I fuck with my friend. I pick on my friends more than anything. This
Yeah.
fool,
Yeah.
Tony Picasso, probably got some stories, bud.
Bro.
I stuck this guy in a trash can.
Did you really?
I swear to God, I did.
You're a dick.
I'm not even sorry, bud.
I
That's
used
the
to
homie,
call.
though.
I
Get
used
on
to
the-
call you in class so that Mr. Setzer would take your phone.
That's
He used to fuck with everybody too, though. So I was justified in what I did. Everybody clapped.
Can we talk about what you did in science that day, Tony?
What did I do in science?
With the glue?
Oh yeah. No.
Can we talk about that or no? No.
He likes
Hippie
to
crack.
talk about that.
We probably
Oh,
shouldn't
no,
talk about that.
I definitely might have huffed a little bit of glue in middle school. I'll just say that.
Yeah, I'm gonna
with
say the story. Fuck
everybody
that.
else
Let's just
that's
say the
in there.
story
A
because that
little
shit is
bit
so
of glue.
funny. I
That was
remember.
rubber cement, dog.
Bro, I remember he would.
Stupid.
It was thicker than this fucking. He would like
Molasses.
put his mouth around this shit and be like,
Huff it.
and then be like, "You want to hit this?" And I'm like, "Dog, we're in fucking 6th grade. Like, I'm not."
I was smoking weed though, so I was,
I was
like,
smoking
all
weed,
right,
too.
I'd rather just smoke some weed than sniff. It shit smelled like a skunk.
And I was
actually.
scared,
Yeah,
too.
I remember
Scared.
It smelled like a skunk.
Hey, you did it too,
Yeah.
though, Matt.
I hella
You
did
tried
that
it.
shit.
How old?
You're right.
How old were you when you first smoked weed? I bet you I got all you beat.
6.
12 years old. My
12?
my
I got
older
all you
cousin.
beat.
Bro, I used to steal my dad's doobies and shit when I was little.
I never
Like,
passed that to you.
little.
We were
As
How-
long as I can remember.
How long is little? 3, motherfucker. How old were you?
Nah, I was like, as long as I can remember, probably like 10, 9, 8. Around that,
I
probably.
was 5 years old.
So,
Oh, you got me
fucking-
beat by a year,
I'm
dude.
fucking.
I mean, bro,
This
I got
is
my
a
first
shout out
tattoo.
to my sister.
I got my first
ass.
tattoo when I was 12.
I was
Dang.
14.
I was fucking 5 years
she's
old.
ugly.
I was. Hey,
Shout out to my cousin Alex.
I was 5 years old when I smoked weed for the first time
that's
with my
fucking
sister.
crazy.
That's
Did you
fucking
get high,
shot.
though?
I got
Hell yeah, they said I
five.
got so high. We were in the east side. This was at my grandma's or my auntie's back in the day, right there. Maybe what, like 27th in California, wherever. But they got me high right there. She said like, or no, I think it happened on fucking. This was on 33rd and Zunai actually. I remember my sister telling me, fucking ass. She got me so high that they were like dragging me to the car because I was a kid all dosed. That's fucked up. And then I remember my cousin.
What
Rossi,
did you eat?
I don't remember. I don't remember those.
Chubbies.
I wasn't online yet.
The first stupid.
My brain wasn't tapped into the Ethernet yet.
The first time I got high, I was lit. Like you know they say you don't get high. I was litty. And
That's everybody's first time. Shit.
and I
That's a
ate all
mind blowing
and you know
I don't
the-
experiment.
believe
And
that.
then, you know those bowls of candy, like Kisses, like candy, like Hershey's Kiss. I
What the fuck
swear.
are you pouring over there?
I
Shit.
fucking ate. I ate like at least a punch bowl worth of Kisses in like a couple hours, but I ate the whole entire thing. Hundreds of Hershey's Kisses. I was just eating them back to back. I was watching like Comedy Central. I was watching like South Park. I
How
was
old
like,
were you?
Like 12 years old. It was fucking crazy. I was.
Who got
lit.
you high?
I ate
My older.
cereal and then big old like 8 scrambled eggs.
It's like lit.
Yeah.
My older cousin.
What did you eat? You ate like 100. You ate fucking cereal and eggs. This fool ate chocolate. God damn, are we poor?
I was so high. No, I was at my homie Ricky's house. We like had like a homemade bong that we made out of a 2-liter.
I heard it drinking on the mic, bro.
2-liter. Literally a homemade bong out of a
Hold
2-liter.
up. I'm gonna interrupt you. Before you drink, before you pour, and before you take a fucking hit or cough, do not do that shit on the mic.
I got a button on mine. I can turn mine off.
Yeah.
Edit all
Let
this
me
shit
know
out,
if you
by the
have to
way.
do anything. Just let me know. But
Yeah. I got a cough like every other time I hit a fucking. So
Yeah.
I gotta
Just
switch
back
stuff.
away.
Did you hear me take a drink?
yeah, I heard you. That shit was
Oh,
loud
Oh,
as
you were
fuck.
missing.
I was like, what the fuck? Well, yeah,
Well,
what
that's
were you
'cause-
saying? You fucking ate all those.
Oh
kisses?
yeah, I was lit. I mean, I don't that feeling when you first get stoned, man.
Your whole body feels it.
feels like
Tingly.
I feel like I was like on a freaking like water bed, like just like,
Everybody
just-
has everybody has that
Oh.
I sounds were like echoing in my head for hours.
Oh,
Yeah.
The first person that ever got me high. She's not here no more. She passed away. It was
Rest
it
in
was
peace.
with my sister and her friend Victoria. the first time I ever got super duper high.
Oh, shit.
And like I was like it felt like I was Robotron, like just, bro, I was.
It's beautiful.
But that was like the first time I was high. Like I tried to smoke.
We were really,
But I didn't
really
know how
high.
to. I didn't know how to smoke.
Inhale.
She's the like first person who taught me how to smoke, like how to inhale. I used to
Yeah.
like suck the smoke in and blow it out.
That's why when people say, "Oh, the first time I smoked, I didn't get high," probably because you didn't fucking hit it.
Because you didn't inhale.
Yeah,
The first time I smoked was with my cousin Kenny, a.k.a. OG Blazer, or OG Lil Blazer. That motherfucker gave me he's like, "Do you have any paper?" I said, "I have some pink homework." He ripped off the corner of it, dude. Ripped off the corner of a pink sheet of paper and rolled a swag joint. And that's the first time I smoked weed. In my mom's
Why did you
closet.
have pink
High as
paper?
fuck.
I don't know. My homework was on pink paper that day.
Yeah, I seen some kids do some crazy stuff, man. They were like acting like they were pretending to smoke weed, were like smoking like grass, like rolled up like in actual
I
paper.
used to,
like,
yeah,
to
that's
do
how I learned
leaves.
how to roll joints.
Hey, you
rolling
want to
up
I
know?
used to
rolling
take
grass.
papers and fucking practice.
You want to
I
know
rolled joints before I smoked.
some dirtbaggery shit that we used to do back in the day? Probably like when we were at North, at least, when we were slanging. You ever smoked out of a vaporizer? Remember
Yeah.
the old
And
school
then you have all
vaporizer?
that
I
brown.
have
We have all the brown weed.
Yep.
Yeah.
We would sell that shit.
Yeah.
I've bought brown weed before.
I would roll up joints and blunts and sell those
I
shit.
would
Because
roll
you
my
don't ask
blunts.
no
and-
questions with roll blunts.
I would
and
roll
I
joints.
never buy it. Oh,
That's
yeah.
cooked vape weed.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's
All the-
already all the
Yeah.
THCs
I used to have a
are
little
gone.
volcano, dog, and that shit.
Yes, we used to have the volcano,
Just
bro.
take the tray out.
It
just
would,
all
it would
melted.
suck all the life out of it,
Yeah.
and then I would fucking be like, all right, cool,
Sell
I'll
that
roll.
shit, too.
Yep.
You
Yeah.
remember how Shang Tsung like fucking
shit.
steals your soul? That's how that weed looked.
I feel like I might have grabbed a couple of those blunts out of your fence post.
No, that was after. That was after. When you used to come,
It's all brown.
when you used to come and shop with me, I used to always try to give you what the best shit was, because you can't pass weed like that off to somebody who knows weed. They ain't gonna buy from you.
The
Yeah, no, I would-
If you want people to
Some
buy
people
from you,
be
you gotta
like-
give them good weed.
Yeah,
I gave
some-
you good weed, fool.
You
Shut
gave
up.
me good weed.
I
Some
would just
people
sell
be
the
like
blunts.
We used
crackheads
to-
about weed.
Oh,
Man.
we used to get
Oh, I
together.
know.
Like,
It was horrible. I
We used to
hated
pool our money together as little kids. Like, we were like 12, 13. Once I started smoking weed, we were like all a bunch of stoners. Like, we were all
Find the
pool our,
plug.
like, you got $10, let's get it together.
There's
so we
no
could,
more riding bikes.
No, we were buying swag and shit.
Facts,
It was fucking
dude.
crazy.
That's when I hung
was
up
when-
the bike for show.
What was
Bro.
that, 2002.
I was over there
2003.
cashing in on all them little motherfuckers on their bikes. They be rolling up to my crib.
Remember stealing caps out of the little things off the tires?
Yep.
The hubcap?
No,
Or
on
not
the,
hubcaps,
on the
air
bikes,
caps.
the little air cap on the top. Kids would have like sickle ones. We're like, oh, we gotta get
Fool,
those.
like,
I
I
never
didn't-
stole those.
You could tell by the way I look. I didn't really ride bikes that much. Motherfuckers riding their bikes to me.
Yeah.
That's how I lost this tooth riding bike.
You
I
could tell
busted
who
my
was
teeth
Damn,
central in the
see,
friend
and I
group.
got all my teeth, so shit. You know what I mean?
I busted my two front teeth out on a bike.
Ooh.
I fucking
You ever
was
All
all
these
young.
bike stories. Y'all motherfuckers
Yeah.
are probably on the
You
way to
ever
my
had
crib.
Listen.
just ram you in the ass?
What the hell?
What?
Listen,
Yeah.
hold
What
up.
did you just say?
Motherfucker, let me tell my story. Stop
Okay.
talking over each other. But fucking, I was fucking, I was going up, or I was fucking going on the, or trying to jump over a big ass snow pile. And tried to ramp over it like it was a dirt pile. My front tire went directly into the snow, and I fucking flipped over that shit and hit a scorpion on my teeth.
And you probably deserved every little bit of it.
Probably, I was a shit ass when I was a kid.
Yeah, I remember.
I was a
Dude,
fucking
I
shit
think
ass.
my bike story is more traumatic.
What did you?
Everything
It went
I
in
am-
your ass.
everything that ever happened. I know. What were you saying? Let's get. What was that?
So I was
Double back to this bumper story.
Give us a heater, dog.
Oh my gosh.
I was at this place. It was called Lake Arbor. It's like on 80th and Wadsworth area.
I know where it's at.
Yep. They got a bunch of jumps in the back, and it was a jump called asshole because there's a tree stump in the middle of it. If you don't hit it right, it'll hit your back tire.
yeah, blow
It grabs
your
your tire and it just blows your ass
Blows
out.
your
dude.
ass out.
Yeah, because it grabs your back tire. It don't grab your front tire. It's your back one. Yeah, that shit happened to me. I threw my bike down and never rode a bike again.
On
And
purpose.
that's when you lost your virginity, basically, is what you're saying.
The second time, yeah.
Second,
Well, that was the one that where it wasn't wet.
That was the one that made you a lady, right?
Bro.
It was
God
terrible.
damn.
It was terrible. Yeah.
I was trying to. I was flying down a sidewalk, and you know how some of those sidewalks dip all sick before those people's front yards. I swear, I was fucking like.
This fool was
6
in the
feet
Westwoods.
I swear, no, yeah, I was coming down on Alameda Pierce, coming towards O'Kane Park.
Yeah.
Coming towards O'Kane Park, and I swear I hit this fucking curb, and I was like 6 feet in the air on my old Huffy. I was all, yeah, I was flying, dude. I landed at my handlebar, like where like the little connection is, just wink, just blew right forward. I went straight into the concrete and smashed my face. This
I
dude
would have
blew my
loved
teeth
to
out.
see that.
My face was all cut up. I was all smashed up, like dying of laughter. And then his funniest home video.
I would have loved to see that shit.
Then I got this
Have you
fake
ever-
tooth put in, and that's
You
been there
ever-
for years.
You ever seen someone fall? Like fuck their shit up?
Like
Oh, yeah.
a bunch of times.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I've seen
I used
people
to
get
go
their
to skate
heads chopped
parks.
off on the internet. What do you mean?
I sent you that video.
Intensity or what? E-Bombs World?
You've said, nah, I don't even want
I'm
to talk
talking
about
about-
videos this guy sent me. Tony Picasso has sent me some of the wildest shit that I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, no.
And I don't even,
Awesome.
the shit that I don't even want to talk about.
That was like
The
pre.
Taliban.
Bro,
I was like pre
Worse.
fucking.
worse, way worse.
Way worse.
I was like pre fucking.
Borderline bestiality.
Some of it is actual bestiality.
Bro, you guys are bad.
I
Bad
didn't
news.
do nothing, but I was at work
Get
chilling.
the fuck out.
This fool just sends me
Get the
shit.
fuck out.
This fool just sends me shit, man.
I didn't
I
send it.
remember it.
I'm not the start of the chain.
You gotta
People
remember,
send
I
me
didn't.
it
I don't
first.
send this stuff. I just forward it along.
I'm forwarding. Yeah.
I did not send this.
I did not ask for this.
What the fuck are you guys looking at?
That's the
God
worst.
damn.
I wish that's one of the worst things that ever happened with technology is being able to send somebody a text message of a video or something, or send them
Yeah.
something. You think it's something, and then all of a sudden it's not. Those are the
I
missed
worst
the- I missed the
bud.
days.
fucking videos.
I missed the days of getting Rick rolled. Now it's like some
Oh,
fucking
you're-
Now
horrible
it's
shit.
horrible.
I
You're like,
really
oh, it's
feel.
puppies, and then somebody like gets their balls chopped off. Like, okay.
I remember.
monkey jacking
Ugh.
off and stuff. I'm like, oh my gosh. My uncles, man. I'm glad they don't.
What the fuck? This fool went to the uncles right away after that.
No.
I'm out of here.
No. I've got one uncle who's just a crazy guy.
I got an Uncle Ray Genio.
My uncle Ray Daniel. Uncle Ray.
I'm here for the bag, not the snag this time.
Oh yeah.
So-
That's why you just gotta screen those text messages before they come in. It won't let it go through.
From your uncle?
Anybody spam and stuff, you'll get spam stuff like that too. I get spam text
I
messages
make
all the
sure
time.
that I send the good ones.
He sent me some good ones. I ain't even gonna lie
You
to
guys
you.
are-
They're not good
I
though.
got the good links.
They get you good.
You guys are fucked up.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear about none of
I'm
this
pretty
shit.
sure like 2 of them might have fucked my whole day up, actually. I was like,
This is
bro,
none
it's
of this
10 in the
shit.
morning.
Ruined
I'm not
your
ready for
day.
this.
It is 6 a.m. Please do not do that again.
Like, bro, I just clocked in. This guy's already at it.
That's funny.
Yeah, this guy's a character.
That's why I tattoo
What do you think about,
characters on people.
What do you think about that fucking the Cash App founder?
Oh,
I heard he died.
yeah, he did.
He got
Definitely
fucking
did.
stabbed, son.
No way.
Yeah, no, he got stabbed. He got the Cash App founder. He was found killed in San Francisco, fucking stabbed to death.
San Francisco?
Mm-hmm.
Man
Crazy
Francisco?
place.
What do you
I
think
don't
about
know,
that?
man. I think that shit's getting desperate out here.
I
Rich
wonder what
people are
happened
out
there.
here just walking around
Definitely targets.
bro, and there's people that are super hungry.
Yeah,
And they say that it
fucking-
was like, they say that it was like a random thing, but I don't think it was a random thing.
I don't know. I don't know too much about it. That shit's crazy because motherfuckers are getting desperate out here. It's probably somebody from fucking Venmo that smoked them.
That's what, oh, bro. I told the homie that shit at work. I was like, oh, it's them motherfuckers from Venmo.
Or it was
They had
his
him
wife because he
dusted
was
off.
cash apping his side piece. some
Where did he
money.
die? In his house or something?
I
No,
don't
he
know.
was out like
I'm
walking,
gonna look it
bro.
up.
He was like jogging or some shit, and somebody ran up on him trying to rob him. I heard like randomly, but that shit was not random. Motherfuckers knew who he was.
Well, yeah, that's
And
another.
they were in like a rich but That's what's gonna happen.
Well,
Damn.
that's what happens.
Holy shit.
That's what
So,
happens when those guys expose themselves.
There's a video out right now that shows the Cash Out founder, Bob Lee, seen staggering and asking for help after being stabbed.
Fuck.
Have you ever
he
seen someone
bled
get
out.
stabbed?
He bled out.
That shit is
That's just
crazy.
like-
Oh, yeah.
That's what
You don't
happens when
just
you
die
take the knife
instantly,
out.
bro.
I've been
As
stabbed.
long as you take the knife in, you might.
Yeah, but
You
it's
might
not up
live.
to you. The motherfucker that stabs you controls that.
Yeah.
If he leaves the knife, he leaves the knife. If he
especially
doesn't, he doesn't.
especially when it comes to an assault like that, you have seconds to react to what's happening.
Yeah.
And when it's coming full throttle at you, especially if you're not expecting it, if you get caught off guard, man, you can get violently hurt.
It's
quickly.
hard.
Here, I'm going to read this.
So-
In
I have
America,
to caution, man.
in the United States, you're allowed to be just ridiculously rich. I
Yeah.
mean, of course. I mean, why not? It's every man for themselves. But when you're just out there, like, shit can happen to you.
Yeah, let me read this.
It's gonna happen.
So the video shows, in a 2-minute video, it's published by the Daily Mail, Lee is seen outside a luxury apartment building, struggling to walk. And at the 1-minute mark, Lee falls to the ground, laying on his side for a few seconds before getting on his knees and elbows. He's seen raising his arm, almost as if he's flagged down a passerby for help, before getting up to walk toward something off the camera. Damn. Lee is holding his phone and appears to be bleeding with blood on his hands. Damn, someone fucking just did him in.
That's crazy.
That's crazy because
Sounds
if they wouldn't,
pretty.
that's why I think they probably didn't know who he was. Because I know anybody smart, if they would have knew who he was, they would have been like, "Hey,
kidnap him.
cash at me
Yeah.
as much money as you can
Before we
right
do-
now."
Yeah.
Nah, they took out the head of a fucking business. They knew
That's what
exactly
I'm saying.
that
who
was
it
Like
a
that
ven-
shit was not random. That shit was set up.
That was a vendetta of some sort, or
I don't know.
or a competitive.
He was either the
situation.
Venmo guys or the Zal guys.
He got Epstein.
It was Google Pay for sure.
Fucking Google just put a hit
Oh
out
no,
on
it
him.
was Apple Pay.
Google Pay.
We're gonna
yeah.
get blocked
Apple
on
Pay,
fucking
bud.
YouTube. Bro, that shit's insane.
No, it's
Poor
bizarre.
guy.
Yeah, especially it's
Not poor. He was very, very,
Real
very
poor.
But
rich.
that's the other thing.
Unfortunate circumstance for that
That's
feller.
That's the
Well,
other. That's
at least he got to live rich.
That's the other thing about access, man. All you have to do is go online and put in $10 payment to peoplefinder.com. You
He
can
should have
literally
just
find
ran on his
anybody you
fucking treadmill. Like, you don't got a treadmill?
I know. Why didn't he have a bodyguard following him in
Why didn't he
in
just
a car behind him
run
or
in
something?
his fucking like 10-story mansion? Like,
He could have literally built his own track.
do rich people get tired of their own shit? They gotta go out and like Takashi. You gonna go out to a LA Fitness?
That was
you
stupid.
dumbass
Yeah,
motherfucker.
that was so dumb. So dumb.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
If I'm rich, I'm not going out.
100%. 100%. I wish I could have that type of expendable income.
I'd
I
have
could just build
everything
a
at the
track.
crib,
I know
bro.
everything could be
Everything.
delivered to you. You could even get bud delivered to you.
Makes no sense. You could literally make yourself your own parking garage track to where you can literally run and walk that time. So
Yeah.
it doesn't make any sense to go.
Bro,
You
I
don't even
would.
gotta walk, bro. You could just get plastic surgery every time you get fat, dog. Like,
Just
fuck.
get another gastric bypass. I'm good.
Like, bro.
You know, I would never. That's what we were talking about earlier. Because what did I watch? Matilda, and they were talking about what,
Matilda.
Yeah,
Matilda.
we were watching it. It's just cool because it was talking about what you would do if you had a bunch of money.
Is Danny DeVito gonna come up again?
Oh, I know that was funny. You guys were talking about him.
Moby, what?
I know. What movie did you see? He was in. He was in so many movies. But anyways,
He was, yeah, we talked about that shit last time. Danny DeVito, that was a fucking boss.
I'm just saying, if
it's
you-
always sunny in Philadelphia.
if you all of
Yeah.
a sudden had $5 million at your disposal, that's what we were just talking about. If you had
I
money
would get
immediately,
ducked off.
yeah, I would never. I would for one. I wouldn't tell anybody. I wouldn't tell.
Oh hell yeah! I'd be
anyone.
like, I'd be like, hey bro, let me $40.
Yeah, I'd get everything set up first, and then
You
money
need a
would just
ride?
show up at
I
my
need
homie's
snaps
house.
on the Petro.
Money would just show up at your house in a box, and you wouldn't know who it came from. That way, it wouldn't.
My
be like,
boys
I could
would
go
know.
Ask them again. You know,
My people would know.
they
But
would
if
just
they
get
told-
money. They'd just be getting money out of nowhere.
If
you
they
know?
told somebody, I'd have them fucking.
That's why, that's the rules. Hey,
I'd King Von them
let you in on-
motherfuckers.
I'll let-
Yo, did you see the new documentary about
cousin.
King Von?
No,
It just came out like yesterday. That
those
shit
guys
is
are crazy out there,
bro.
man. Those guys
This
are
shit,
crazy.
Tell
this
us
dude
about
did
it.
his research. Like
Yeah,
he's
tell us
got
about it.
text messages, he's got posts. Like King Von was on his shit. He was out there, bro.
You got Smizzy.
Where is this
He
documentary?
did, but there were the documentary is about how like he's America's first like rap serial killer. Like,
What?
dude's got like 11 bodies.
Oh yeah,
bro.
I didn't see the documentary,
And you
but
know
I did
what's
see
crazy
a little
is like the
synapse to it.
world famous like Jack the Ripper. Didn't he only kill like 5 motherfuckers?
Something like that. But he brutally murdered them. You know.
Yeah, but King Von is like, fuck that motherfucker.
But
he probably would smoke that motherfucker.
That's what I'm saying. Like he had the advantage though. You know, a gun compared to actually slicing somebody's throat open with a razor blade.
That is crazy.
Yeah,
but
and not just that. That dude would do like
it's
crazy
just crazy
stuff.
because his body count, and then he blew up after the fact, and this shit's just wild as fuck. You gotta watch that documentary.
There's
What is it called?
There's a lot of dudes.
It's called Rap's First Serial Killer. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
There's a few of those guys who are out there like that.
It's like some dude, like British dude who did it or something. But the motherfucker did his
Boosie
research.
Supposedly had a bunch of bodies.
He has 17
I'm pretty sure he
murder
got,
counts
like,
against him at
acquitted.
one time, and he did get acquitted of all of it.
He did.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
They still though he has police following him all the time, just waiting
Who?
to Boosie.
Boosie?
They always just follow him. He gets arrested almost every other. I swear, like he gets arrested so much because there's always a cop following him.
Bro, if I was a cop, I'd be following Boozy too. That's like an easy fucking lick.
Yeah, it is, and you're gonna get clout at the station. Like, yep,
I fuck
Badge
with
on
Boo-
live for
I fuck with
$1,000.
Boozy. Yeah, put your pussy on live for $5,000. Cash out your $5,000. That fool was funny as like, yeah, Boozy's funny as fuck. That's why
yeah,
he gets away with what he gets away with.
It just sucks with what's going on with those guys. You know, I mean, that King Von situation is crazy.
That shit's
I get
sad
it.
because they know about it. He's posting
Same
about
thing.
it. He's admitting this shit.
So much,
same
man.
and they don't
These
do
dudes
nothing
are
about
claiming
it.
so many
Oh,
bodies
dude,
and
so
all
many-
this music.
And they ain't doing
Shiesty-
shit about
Hold
it.
up, y'all keep speaking over each other. Hold up. That
Pooh-
shit is loud as fuck over here.
Pooh Shiesty, what's up? Pooh Shiesty. What's that other little dude's name? What's that little tiny fella's name? What's his name?
Oh, Spot 'em got him?
Yeah, Spot 'em got him.
Yeah.
At first I did not like that fool, but now I
I
got
fuck with,
mad respect
I fuck
for
with
Spot
that
'em
shit
got
because
him.
they're rapping about what they really live.
But not just that.
Shit's not,
His early stuff. Oh my bad, they're talking over his early
Both
stuff.
y'all.
No, his early stuff is really good. It's crazy because you can actually understand what he's saying. You know, Spot 'em got is dope.
I like Spot 'em got him.
God damn.
I like all that shit.
But those guys all have body counts like crazy numbers, like you nuts. Like it's just terrible. But that Vaughn stuff, I haven't seen it yet on the documentary.
And the record labels are cashing in off all that
Yeah.
shit.
So the way you go and check the shit out, it's on YouTube. That's where we know about it. It's Rap's First Serial Killer. It's dedicated to fucking King Von and all of his rap sheet and fucking
Bro.
rap career. God damn.
And the rap sheet like came for the career, like it got him where he was at. Like he wasn't everything that he was talking about wasn't no
Yeah,
bullshit.
the hood knew about him. The streets knew about him before he even got fucking big.
Yeah, it's such a
Yeah.
pain because you never know when you're gonna lose guys like that. Even like Nibs, like that was like the hardest thing, man.
Bro,
Like,
I
it
told
hurt-
the story of
it
you.
hurt
I
me
think
so
everybody knew
bad.
they were probably gonna lose King Von.
think
A
it
lot
was-
of dudes. I think we're gonna.
Did
see
you
go.
listen to the story that I said?
Which
I
one?
think it's on the episode with Merce, but I
Oh,
went over it. I didn't drop that one yet.
Oh yeah.
But I talked about when I told you.
Mm-hmm. It was horrible. Yeah.
Flew
when I
foul
first
to
heard-
his fucking
Yeah,
like.
because you.
You know what I mean?
Oh, Nip.
Yeah.
Oh,
When I told Devan was the first person I told about Nip because I know he was really listening to him like that. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah. And you.
And bro just fouled out.
I just seen him in concert over at the what was that? Ogden
Bluebird?
Theater or Bluebird? Yeah,
Yeah.
right there on what was it, Colfax and Clarkson or whatever. But anyways, yeah, that was super terrible to feel, you know, because these guys, you know, I looked up to just to see them just get wiped away like that for nothing. But you know you're gonna lose some of them. But that's why I don't really try to get invested with anybody anymore because I get too involved with their feelings and their emotions too that are going on in their life.
Yeah.
But that was a terrible, terrible loss. But even with King Von, man, like that city is dangerous. That's like a dangerous city they live in.
I
It's
mean, to
Some
nothing
people
to-
are out here rapping about shit that they don't live. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
you look at
6ix9ine
Gunna, bro.
did go
He's
there,
got
though.
lyrics about not snitching.
yeah, that sucks.
Like
dude.
a compilation of lyrics about not snitching, and he
That
out
part.
here snitching, dog.
6ix9ine did go to O Block and nothing happened.
I
so-
do.
Yeah, but he was there for like 10 minutes at 4 o'clock in the morning where everybody was asleep.
Yeah,
That fool went and he got out the fucking
Daniel
the
Hernandez.
SUV, took some pictures, talked some shit, and then dipped the fuck out.
Little Danny.
He did not go over there at 3 o'clock in the afternoon,
He's a
fucking
goofball.
yelling out where the goons
You
at.
see where he's
right.
being found out now?
What?
He's already all the way in Cuba.
Cash got arrested,
Bro,
too.
if I was him, I would go to China.
Yeah. Cash got
There ain't nobody. I mean, China might be taking us over, dog.
He should go to...
You see the fucking dollar shit?
We're all Chinese
They
now.
abandoning the dollar.
What did you say?
Cash got arrested.
God, you guys are fucking all over.
Cash got arrested.
Who's Cash?
The dude who smashed him out, that big old
How do you
bike.
know his hood
Oh,
name?
yeah. Because it's probably in fucking all over the place.
Yeah.
How do you always
But the dude got arrested, and they're like trying to get people to fucking donate on his books and shit.
I
'cause
just
he
got
smashed
it.
out
I got it
Tekashi.
texted. I got it texted to me, man. Somebody was like, "Hey, man, Cash," or he's saying Cash got arrested.
For real? I'm the one who texted you the beat down, or did you text me that shit?
You
I
said
probably
that
sent
one.
it to you.
And then I forwarded to my friend, and then he's like, "Yeah, Cash got arrested."
That fool knows him.
No, I don't know if he knows it. I think it's just on TMZ or whatever.
Hey, the homie Cash smashed this fool out.
He looks biggest to me.
He looks like Andrew Tate's like half brother who's not as intelligent. No, just kidding.
I don't even want
Do you
to
fuck with
mention
Andrew
that
Tate?
motherfucker's name.
Not everything, but everybody.
I never really checked him out.
I think everybody can have good viewpoints, like every type of
I think
person.
everybody's just dick riding. Just shut the fuck up.
No,
Who is this guy?
No, Andrew Tate is just. I'm not like for him or against him. I like to listen to all people's opinions and make my own conclusions and not press that on anybody else. But as far as this dude who caught Tekashi like that, again, to go back to like if
He
I
just got out.
if you had it, I'm saying if I had $5 million, you would never see me again probably. Like I'd just be gone.
Fuck you, bud. You wouldn't.
I'd disappear. I'd send money, but I would never want to be in the city anymore. I'd always want to just. My whole.
Five
Well,
million.
$5 million
Ain't
isn't
shit.
enough, so I wouldn't even blame you about that
Yeah.
shit. But
$5
if you
million
have like
ain't shit.
50 million,
Oh, that's a
bro,
different.
you better hit me up.
I'm buying everybody a car.
Fuck you mean? I don't even want a car.
Bro,
I just want your company.
I'm gonna buy you a Chuck E. Cheese. No.
Shit, just get me some
I don't
Chovies
even-
and I'm goody.
Actually, a Chuck E. Cheese would be cool as fuck.
Just
A little
take me to
franchise,
Chuck E. Cheese.
I wouldn't let nobody in my Chuck E. Cheese, dog.
What would you do with $5 million? For real, what would you do with $5 million?
What would I do?
Yeah.
I would invest it
Farming.
and just chill. $5 million is not enough.
Yeah.
What would you do?
Inflation, dog. Eggs are like $2 million.
Yeah, you could run out of money real quick, especially if it's on taxes. So if you live in Colorado,
Plus some plywood.
Plywood and eggs, bro.
So-
You're in debt already. What the fuck you mean?
so 30% of $5 million. So what is what? 500,000. You're probably paying like almost close to $1 million.
If you
in
just came up
taxes.
on a
If
bag,
you put it
it's
in the
five-
IRA, you don't got to pay taxes on it until you're like, you got to take
That's
it out.
true.
And if you leave it in until you're like an old ass motherfucker, you don't got to pay shit.
I
You
would
go
try
to
to-
Florida, you don't got to pay shit.
I'd want to convert it immediately into metals. Like if I can get $5 million in gold, I would turn it into.
He's
like,
old school. He's
that-
like, I want to invest in coal.
Yeah, and I would put it all into a farm for sure, 100%. I'd be farming immediately.
I mean, for yourself, sure.
I come-
I wouldn't put it all in a farm.
I'd try to pay the homies like, hey, bro, I'll give you freaking $1
I would be
million
penny
to
pinching
come.
like a motherfucker. I'd be trying to get $15 goats.
I pay each one of my friends $1 million. Be like, let's all go to this farm and let's all go work. And he's got $1 million now.
Damn, you want to put us to work on a farm?
Yeah.
That's reverse slavery,
Reverse
dog.
slavery. I tricked you. I paid you $1 million to come
I'm not
work for
even the
me.
motherfucker you need to be doing that to.
I'll go be a farmer.
I'll be a supervisor.
A farmer foreman.
Yeah.
Just don't do no work. Just show up with OSHA.
I'll
like,
carry the whip.
Okay.
I'll fucking be
I don't
whipping
think any of
these.
these guys are doing their job right.
I'll create
But-
the union. Si se puede.
No matter what, everyone would at least have a splurge. What
Yeah.
would be your splurge?
said that.
I'd
A
eat-
splurge?
I would rent out Disney World for one
No,
day,
my
that's
splurge
actually
would be
pretty
cars.
dope.
and I would go there all day on
I
mushrooms.
wonder how much that costs. I gotta
My
look that
splurge
up.
would be
Hold on, hold
cars.
on.
I'd have
Hold
a
on, real
fish
fast.
tank in my car.
Hold up, real
No, I
fast.
just want to get high at Disney World
Hold up, let me do
by
this real fast.
myself.
Cars.
I
Shout
don't even
out,
fuck
hold
with
on, hold
Disney
on, hold
like
on.
that.
Shout out to brother Duke for making this.
Yeah, those are cool, man.
Yeah, I still owe you for
Caesar
it.
Chavez Day.
But yeah,
Let's
that's
see
just
here.
tight. Hit up my boy Duke 14.
Rent.
He makes
Yes.
all this custom art. Yep, about the sponsorship. So
He don't do it for free though.
bam, 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 bam.
He don't do it for free though. You better give us some money for it.
Yeah, yeah. Shout out Duke 14er.
Packages to rent out Disney World for a day start at $180K.
What are you fucking
What?
talking
What do you
about?
mean?
That's
You can rent
not
it for a
bad.
whole day?
Yeah.
That's not
So
bad.
right
If you
now-
have
That
5
actually isn't that
million,
bad, actually.
$80,000.
it'd be
None of
$180,000
that.
Just start.
and
That's the
60.
minimum.
I'd do that
because
for
I
my
gotta buy the
kids.
quarter of mushrooms.
I would do that for my bet.
That's like.
I'd do that for my kids, but I wouldn't give a fuck about nothing at Disney. I don't ride rides.
Why don't you ride rides?
Magic.
Because I keep my feet on I'm 10 toes at all times.
Yeah.
And heads up. You should have said
Is it
that.
because you
That was a
don't
perfect plug.
No,
you
no,
don't fit within the restrictions?
no, I hella fit. I can ride whatever I want. Don't be fucking. I get what you're saying.
Don't be fluffy, Shannon.
Dude, we
No,
just.
hell no. There be hella fatter dudes on
We
rides.
just went like this.
I just don't do it because I'm scared.
We just went in August. That was some fun riding, but that was some scary riding.
Where'd you go?
Ooh, and you're tall too. You might get decapitated
Alex
on a roller
Illich's,
coaster.
yeah, no, they didn't even have literally.
You
like,
won't
half-
ever get your hair
like,
caught in anything
half
though.
the rides weren't even open. It was ridiculous. I was so upset. So upset. Rented out like
'cause of coronavirus.
Yeah, because there wasn't enough workers.
Oh, because they rented them out.
Yeah. No.
Oh wait, are you talking about Disney World? Or?
No, we went to
talking about
Illich's.
Illich's.
He's all lakeside.
Let him talk. Let him talk.
Lakeside.
Lakeside'd be like
Bro,
$1,000.
I almost got sick out of fucking
Not even
Lakeside.
that, bro.
Hey, bro, I'm getting
Rent
old.
out. You can rent out lakeside for $20.
I went to fucking Lakeside like these past couple years, and I got on the fucking Spider of all the rides.
That's a scary.
Bro, I couldn't stop my vision on how fucking dizzy I was.
The scrambler too. That shit's like.
I won't even get on that.
Yeah,
That
so
shit's so old, bro. I've been on that ride like 20 years ago.
I used
When
to,
I lived in Florida, I
Talk
read.
It's the same ride, the same bolts, the same grease. It's gonna fall apart.
Yeah, same seatbelt.
You're gonna die on the scrambler, guys.
Dude, I rode the slingshot in Florida, and then they also got another one on Daytona Beach.
You doing? Oh, Daytona Beach is cool.
Yeah,
But where
you-
was the other one?
You know that they have the slingshot, and right next to it, it's like a big, I don't know, it's like a big hammer that just goes like that.
I don't fuck with shit that goes upside
Dude,
down.
my 7-year-old son
My
rode the
equilibrium,
slingshot
my
with me.
equilibrium gets all
you're
put
set.
off.
You guys have the video?
Yeah.
You can scream as much as you want, homie gang, okay? Here we go. 3, 2. Oh yeah. Ah. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Homie gang! Homie gang! Woo! Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, my sister just was texting me. I gotta actually double check with my wife, but she said that they're building a Disneyland in Dallas, and it's like an hour and a half away from
12 hours from us.
Yeah, not too far, but either way, that's crazy cool. I definitely would like to go
I've
to that
made
one.
it from Dallas to Denver, well, Aurora, in 9 hours.
Oh, so
9
you think
hours?
about
But
that going to
you were
Disneyland in like
You were
9
breaking
hours.
laws.
I was bobtailing.
I would love to go to Disneyland.
In the
I've
truck?
never gone.
Yes.
You weren't probably breaking laws then. Damn, that's quick.
Yes.
Trucks don't go more than like 80 miles an hour, dog.
I was
governor.
just outside of Dallas in Rome, Texas.
Just jamming.
9 hours. All right, cool.
Jamming Bob.
So
Can't wait
what
for
about-
there to be one that
What about
close.
Texas though? Like, what are they gonna do?
Well, they just want to there's a lot of people who want to move there because there's no income tax there, or
A
and
constitutional carry too.
yeah,
right there.
constitutional carry, but they have a lot of you have a lot more freedoms out in Texas. Like they really don't bother you with a lot of things as long
Unless
as
you're
you're just.
pregnant.
Well, I mean that's the other thing. Is like don't live there. You know, like there's like you
Or
know,
illegal.
yeah,
Border Patrol, dog.
Or brown in general.
that too. I mean, it's a melting pot there, and you know, all throughout Houston, and you know, Dallas, you know, all kinds of areas. But as far as getting more attractions down into that southern area, they wanted to get something built like that's going to be extravagant. So they're going to make a massive.
So a third Disney.
Yep, make a
That'd be
third
tight.
Disney. But yeah,
But shit,
if
you
it's
hear
like,
about fucking Houston.
hmm
You hear about that rapper fool who fucking,
Oh, yeah.
Jesus.
What was his name again?
I don't even remember.
I was just
oh
looking
my
it
God,
up.
I don't even remember his name.
Let's look it up real fast.
Apparently these fools came to his crib to smoke him or whatever to rob him, and
Oh,
him and his lady smoked him, and
yeah,
then
him
he
and
took a
his lady.
picture. he took a picture in like the dude's blood and shit, and like a few hours later they
He
smoked
got
him.
smoked. Yep.
Wild shit.
His
bro.
name
He
was
took a picture stepping on their blood, like, you know, dissing the ops.
where he dumped that dude, where the blood wasn't cleaned up yet. Took a picture over the blood.
Yep.
And then posted the fucking picture, right?
Yep.
And then not even hours later they dumped
They
him.
smoked him.
That's the life of living, you know, during the
So
social
that was
media times.
was that BTB Savage? Is that who it was?
Yup, that's who it was. That drill shit though, like that Chicago shit really started that shit. Like
Yeah.
That's why it's
motherfuckers like get clout from doing their crimes and then they get put on as rappers and shit. It's got King
Same
Von
with-
shit.
yeah.
Have you
him
heard
and-
Rundown Spaz?
yeah.
Yeah, he be talking like direct names in his
Yeah,
shit.
some of them motherfuckers really be about that shit. I don't really respect
that's-
motherfuckers who talking shit that ain't about it.
But that's the other thing too. It's like, it's one thing to like be about it, but some of this stuff is just completely like
Not needed.
not needed, pure choice. Like they're
Yeah,
some of a lot of these
everybody
kids
has
are
a choice.
a lot of these kids who are doing this stuff totally have like, you know, a full functioning system at home. They have great opportunities and they're just choosing to just be just wildly violent because that stuff is super attractive. Like
It's called
love
clout chasing.
I love drill
In a
and
way,
trap
it's-
stuff like there's some
Yeah,
of it
that
that
shit's
like my
live
head
as
starts
fuck.
gets me going and stuff like that, which is
It
cool.
makes
and
me
stuff.
want to drill
Me
motherfuckers.
too.
Damn.
Me too. It
Yeah.
trips me out like Montana 300. That dude goes
Yeah.
just snapping and stuff, and like he has this one that I'm like, oh my gosh. Same thing with that dude. Spot him, got him. They
Every
be
time I hear
snapping
King
and-
Von, I want to shoot somebody
Yeah.
in the face like 4
See,
times.
and that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. I was like,
That's what he be doing.
that's why I even told my wife, I was
And
like,
take a hoe back
I
to
had to
the
stop listening to that stuff because I do, as much as I love it and care about it, like
toxic.
It makes me think.
Is
That
music
shit hits, bro.
is music You're gonna probably answer this biblically, I already feel it. But is music like a spirit?
Yeah. it's
Who was
it's a
the
spell,
angel
dude.
of music?
I don't know.
The
Lucifer.
devil.
Lucifer was the angel of music.
What?
His name's Hasatan. And what's even crazier?
That fool couldn't spit a hot 16.
You guys
promise
want
you.
He might.
You guys
Give
wanna,
me Lucifer, dog, in a
you-
battle.
You guys want to know something crazy? If I say this, it's probably gonna be controversial, but Lucifer just means morning star.
Yeah.
But Lucifer was referenced in Isaiah 56, where they were just making fun of Hasatan, which is Satan.
I've
but
heard
they
of
were so
Samael.
Lucifer, the son that is technically Yeshua or Jesus. He is the morning star. But they
Did he
were just,
slide on him?
so, no, he slide on him. No, he is the one that is supposed to be is technically Lucifer, because all it means is just morning star. We just have a really negative connotation.
So
with the word.
Yeshua should be Morning Star?
No, his name is like his name is also like a nickname for him is Morning Star. But they were
Let's
making
let you
fun
know,
of
dude.
Hasatan, calling him Lucifer, saying like, how great thou art, thou Lucifer.
This is in Isaiah?
Yeah, in Isaiah, in Isaiah chapter 56, I believe. But yeah, they're just making fun of a king. There was a specific king that they were making fun of at the time. But that's just saying, like, just talking about
King Von?
Lucifer. But yes, music is a spirit. Just like
Yeah.
even just like cannabis is a spirit, a drink is a
it's
spirit.
spell,
Well, you
dude.
think
It's-
about it
it-
when you pass, your voice is still here. dog.
Yeah,
we
that's a
can
spirit.
still hear King Von.
Yeah, that
we
spirit
can hear
too.
the shit he did,
Pac,
and all the shit he did, bro. Pac
Woody,
too.
all the guys
That's
that
their
influenced-
voice.
It is a spirit. That's what I tell
When you
people.
record music, you got to know like that shit lasts forever.
That's why I talk to people about like when we talk about your mind, body, soul. You know what I mean? You gotta take care of your mind, body, and soul. Your mind is like your spirit. It's like the things that you've engaged in and the way that you interact with your environment. That's your spirit, and that's
Yeah.
what gets left behind. So that's why you talk about, oh, this is haunted by a spirit. You know, there's I feel his spirit present, because that's that energy that comes from that. Your soul is a whole
crazy.
different facture.
Yeah,
of
I know
your
a lot
life
of-
or your
I-
being.
I know a lot of older homies who do music, and like their earlier music was just hella fucking active, you know what I mean, and led homies to getting smoked or living behind them bars forever. And now their later music isn't anything like that. And what the fuck do the viewers always have to say? Oh, he changed up, bro. His
Yeah,
shit's whack.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's like, bro, I can't be serving that spirit my whole life.
But they
know what I
paid
mean?
they paid top dollar for it. pay top dollar for it.
Labels cashed in on that type of
course
shit.
they
Labels
do.
cashed in on King Von, and they still are.
What's that
it's
one?
sad because that motherfucker really fucking caught bodies.
What's that little
Motherfuckers really lost their lives.
What's that little white dude's name?
Jimmy B.
You know what I'm talking about?
Bands?
Oh my gosh.
Are you talking about
not
Bands?
Bands was going snapping too, but no. There's this one little trap dude. He's like, go snap. You would
Slim
never.
Jesus?
No, it's not Slim Jesus. It's some other food. No, but
Nobody talks about that fool no more.
No, yeah. After Black
he was
Jesus
a flash in
started
the pan, dog.
You see that video of Black Jesus pulled up on
We
it?
talk about the Island Boys more than that.
Island Boy. I hate those fools, but
Why?
you know,
I don't hate them.
Island, man.
I don't hate them.
They're
I think
funny.
they should get therapy.
There's a thing.
At
There's a
least they got a
thing.
haircut.
There's a thing right now that's going
I
on.
don't even
It's been
fucking-
going on forever though. But like when people purposely put themselves out there to just get shit talked about them, they're buzzing.
Hell
You
yeah,
know what I
because any publicity is good publicity. Like, you get motherfuckers to talk about you, then motherfuckers are talking about you.
That's true.
6ix9ine probably makes more money now that people know he snitched. Because
Yeah.
every time he drops something, everyone wants to hear it.
I don't
just to see
think
what the snitch is
he
talking
probably
about.
personally makes good money, but the people that are fucking controlling that motherfucker make the money.
Way more money.
Oh,
The other one's making all the money.
He's
He's at least generating.
He's
it.
got
All like every
billions
video
of
that he
views,
puts out goes
billions.
viral, dog. Like,
Yeah, anything he does, even when
Yeah.
getting beat up, he got viral.
Whatever
all
way it
publicity is good
you know.
publicity.
I like to see like, man, hey, he's a Mexican getting money. Fuck it.
I did. Yeah, I was convinced for a moment
It is
when you
what it
guys,
is.
like even him, like I was like not liking that whole situation at first, you know, because I was like, oh man, he's abusing his. Like,
Everybody's like he should stay solid and just do his time, like Bobby Shmurda.
Yeah,
Like he's
if-
not built
oh,
for
yeah,
that.
sure.
Dude, Bobby Shmurda, though, he came out on
Yeah.
a
He's
whole
not.
different
He's not
level.
built for that. He'd be somebody's rainbow-haired girlfriend, and he knows that.
yeah,
so.
yeah, he would get hoed out for sure.
And he didn't know those motherfuckers anyway.
No,
Y'all
it
ain't
was a
seen Bobby
mistake.
Shmurda's new stuff?
Yeah, Bobby's.
He be
Yeah, after he got
twerking.
out, yeah, first
Bobby,
day.
Bobby
first day out.
Shmurda.
I don't listen to
I
that
like
shit,
Bobby
bro.
Shmurda. dog.
I did.
I don't give a fuck about drill music.
I stopped.
Some of it is tight, bro,
Drill
but that
shit's
shit.
cool.
It's
I just don't relate to it anymore.
I
It's
kind of like the
dangerous, dude.
history about it, though.
You know who I really liked was from NORE was what's his name? Rico Too Smooth.
NOR?
I still NOR. Yeah,
Yeah.
I still have mad love for him. It's just his music just makes me wanna.
Yeah, he's
makes me
changing
want
it.
to be active. You
Get
know
up
what I
on
mean?
that mic. He's changing that shit though. A lot of his music though, Rico Too Smooth. A lot of his shit is like very well put together.
Yeah,
like he's
he's
well spoken.
good. Oh, yeah.
He has a deep perspective when it comes to a lot of things.
How smooth is
I love to hear
Too
hear
smooth.
fools who I love to hear fools who are versatile with their music. Like they actually have something to say, who are really living that life too. But fuck, to only hear like that active shit, that shit gets so played out, bro. You sound like fucking everybody else.
I think you got to detach from that spirit too, man, because it's hard. Like I love listening and
You gotta
seeing.
put Sublime on
I-
once in a while.
I love seeing them be successful. I love seeing you get it in your lane, especially like D Cisneros and all them. Like I got mad love for all those guys. Those guys are awesome. But like for myself, as far as separating from like the spirit of that energy, you got like the music is the same way, man. It'll move you. It'll make you feel or do things that you would never expect just because you were
Yeah.
in that moment.
I want to
especially
listen
in
to some
music.
motivating shit. Like, I'm not talking about like Christian music or anything like that. I'm
No.
talking about like fucking like some gangster ass motivating shit like Zero or Slim Thug.
That's why I like
know what
rock
I
and
mean?
roll. like
Even
certain
Mr.
rock and-
Lucci's new stuff has been kind of on that inspirational tip.
Sometimes you need that fucked up shit, Dance with the Devil, Immortal Technique.
No,
Like,
that shit's tight.
That song is
That
so
shit's
old.
crazy.
You know who I
It's old, but that shit, like, every time I listen to it, I'm like, damn, this motherfucker did that shit.
You know who's one of the sickest
Threw him
too?
off the roof.
Threw him off the roof, raped his mama. That's crazy shit.
Oh yeah, that was a crazy
That's a
song.
crazy
Dance
song.
with the
Was it?
Devil. Yeah.
Immortal
I was gonna
Technique.
say Devin the Dude, man. I just listened to stuff recently. I was like, why am I not just listening to this? Like all he's talking about is just chill. He was like the first Wiz Khalifa. You know what I
Smoking
mean?
weed and fucking bitches.
Yeah, just chilling. He was just
Have you
smoking.
heard-
It was
have you
super
heard Just
relaxed, like
Because?
Bob Marley. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Just
dude.
because, the homie
Yes.
Eloy.
Yes.
Shout out Eloy.
Yeah, he's.
That was like his
Triangle
favorite
Head.
song, bud. It's about like, yeah.
Babe, what's that?
Just Because, that's a funny song.
What's that band that you like? Let's Take It Back to Guadeloupe or whatever it was.
All
saying?
declaration.
Young Gravy.
Iration. Have you guys ever heard of that? Like,
Who?
they're Hawaiian guys. They're like singers. They're like, but like I'm just like that.
Reggae.
Yeah, they're like reggae, but their music is
Iration.
super
You
calming.
talking about Rev?
Yeah,
who?
like Iration.
Oh, Iration. I thought you said
Yeah.
Revolution.
No,
No.
there's a couple of those
Oh,
guys.
it's like a reggae,
Yeah, it's awesome.
Revolution.
Yeah,
Revolution is dope.
it's just good music, man. It's because it's like I switched over and I do like listening to it. I do like listening to it, but like it is it's a good change of pace from listening to the music that does make me not feel good, or feel comfortable. And even though I love what they're doing and making music.
Remember fucking how, like, I miss the days when people were talking about, like, loving on their woman, bro, with some dope-ass, like, R&B.
Like,
I don't give a fuck. You don't listen to, like,
No,
Keith
I
Westfield?
do listen to that shit. I love that
Or,
shit.
yeah,
But
some...
most of it got canceled.
Candy
'cause
Rain?
No,
most
you
of
ever
it was
you ever
R.
hear
Kelly.
you ever listen to Sunday Night Slow Jams?
I miss
It's at
Sunday
8
night
p.m.
slow
No,
jams.
you don't have to miss it. It's every Sunday night, 8
I don't
p.m.
listen to the radio no more.
Well,
I don't even
it's
have a
in the
radio.
car.
I'm telling you right now, it's on 8 p.m. to like midnight
I'm gonna have to
every
go
Sunday.
sit in my car every Sunday between 8 p.m. to
Yeah, they be
midnight.
playing the jams on there,
Oh
bud.
yeah, the
I'd
best
rather go on
music, man.
YouTube and just type them
It'd be
all in.
corny though, cause the dude who's been on has been hosting that shit for years.
Forever. All
We should
deep
get him on
voice.
the
RJ,
That's fun.
Yeah.
That's funny. How
and
they-
that fool, yeah, he be trying to turn motherfuckers on with his voice, and he's getting old.
It's working for Matt.
Hey, I
know
listen to that shit, dog.
Remember
like,
Kendall B
I
from
bet.
Kiss 175?
Kendall B. Yeah.
I moved him. That is a cheap man. He
do
didn't
you
even
mean?
tip us.
he moved their house or
You
something.
moved him?
Yeah.
Oh,
He
are you
didn't
sure?
tip
Wait,
you?
hold up. Are
He
you sure you
lived
want to
in
talk about
Highlands
this?
Ranch.
You
Should we
know
talk
what?
about it?
Wasn't he like a Charger fan or
Let's talk
some
about
shit
it.
anyway? I don't fuck with Kendall B. I like Larry
Yeah.
and Kathy J.
The whole time I was
Them are the
packing
OGs
his
right
Hold
kitchen,
there.
up. Let him tell a story. What?
I was just the whole time I was packing his kitchen, he'd be talking and it felt like I was listening to the radio.
Oh, that's funny as fuck.
Yeah,
he,
bro.
he talks like that?
Change the fucking channel. So
Yeah.
you're not clocked in.
Like, fool, you're the third funniest person on your show, and there's 3 people.
What's her
And
name
if
for
there
the
was
TV
if
show?
there was 10
Kathy
people,
B?
you'd be the 10th funniest. Fuck out of here.
he didn't pay for his. He
Larry-
didn't tip y'all.
Larry's funny as fuck.
Larry's the best.
Larry's funny. He be doing them
He
songs
did.
and shit.
That's I had to label him.
Stuck my weenie in a bottle.
Yeah, he be
Remember
doing
that
all
one?
those funny songs.
Fuck.
He did that Despacito. He did Bizcochitos. Yeah.
Biscochito.
And Kathy J's just been around. She knows everybody. Like,
Yeah.
I know who she is.
Mr. Big. Remember him?
But Kendall B, yeah, fuck that fool.
It's crazy how the music has changed in Colorado on the radio, huh?
I haven't listened to the radio in a decade at
I
least.
don't listen to the radio either.
Oh,
I
Except
choose
for
my
Sunday.
own music that I listen to.
Last time
Except
I think
for
I was
Sundays.
forced
Oh,
to
yeah.
Except for
listen-
Sundays at 8 and 12.
You guys
that
are you
shit's
guys
solid.
are oldies? Y'all bump oldies?
I
Oh,
love
yeah.
Yeah,
oldies too.
quite a bit.
My Sunday mornings are straight up. Maybe it's just from my fucking mom or my grandma, but I'll put on some oldies and clean.
He bumps fucking R. Kelly and Michael Jackson.
I
Bro.
don't see
Back to back.
nothing wrong with it.
I bump Michael
Hey,
Jackson, but not R.
As
Kelly.
fucked up as
Yeah,
it,
Michael's not canceled.
I
R.
see
Kelly
something
is
wrong.
Canceled.
as fucked up as it
R.
is, I'll
Kelly's
still
fucked.
play some
Yeah.
R. Kelly, like with
I
with.
believe I could fly.
Nah, like that. That I'm
I
fucking
I
you
know.
tonight. That I'm fucking you tonight by Biggie with Biggie and R. Kelly.
My wife just got done watching that
But
documentary.
who was R. Kelly talking about in that shit though?
Probably
Yeah,
someone
it makes you
underage.
question all his lyrics. Like, who
Well,
was he
age is
bumping and
nothing but a
grinding on?
number.
Bro,
He wrote "Age is nothing but a number."
you like
Age
Mar-
ain't nothing but a-
yeah, but you listen to fucking
Surviving R. Kelly is pretty disturbing.
yeah, you're listening to fucking Michael Jackson still though.
Oh, I fuck with Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I get down with Michael.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it was the worst to watch that, just to see how many people like he really was like able to reach. The main thing is like, where were the parents at?
The parents
You know what
were
I mean?
pimping their kids.
They were
to
pimping their
him.
kids out. Macaulay Culkin.
Oh.
He was starting with The Man in the Mirror, but he didn't fucking finish it.
All I know is you don't
He
go
started.
to a zoo and drop your kids off. Say bye, have
Yeah.
a good time. Your kid falls into a lion pit, and then you blame the zoo.
Rest in
Like, you
peace,
can't blame-
Harambe.
You can't blame the lion for eating your kid because you just dropped him off at the zoo. Like,
That
that's
lion was
basically-
like,
lion is
dibs.
R. Kelly.
Well, I would never drop my kids off
Did you just-
anywhere
I'm just
by
saying,
themselves.
That R. Kelly was just all like, bye, mom.
he just
bye,
compared
Dad."
a fucking lion's nature to
Literally,
R.
this-
I
Kelly.
don't go to
Hey,
the zoo.
honestly, I think R. Kelly's worse than a lion. A lion will get it over with quick.
A lion
ugh.
isn't gonna
Motherfuckers
sit
got to
there.
deal with
and-
what R. Kelly did for the rest of their lives.
A lion
Yeah.
isn't gonna sit there and groom you.
No, he's just gonna eat you probably
just gonna-
asshole first.
Yep.
Just like R. Kelly would.
From the bumper.
Just like R. Kelly would.
You know it's bedtime at R. Kelly's house when the big hand's on the
You
little
better
hand.
hope he fucking went to the bathroom first.
What did you say? What did you say, Foo?
I said, you know it's bedtime at R. Kelly's house when the big hand is on the little hand.
God damn, that is
Allegedly.
fucked
Allegedly.
up. No, he's convicted.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
He loves all hands.
Hey man, he's gonna get a retrial, and then he's not gonna get a fair trial, and he's gonna get released just like.
Yeah,
Bill
but
Cosby
you
did.
know what?
Just like
Didn't he
Bill
already get
Cosby.
assaulted?
I don't know. Did he?
I think he already got violated in prison, actually, to be
real?
honest. I'm pretty sure I heard some shit.
well, you
might
know
have
his
He's like,
victim.
I
But you know
believe
how
can
I am.
fly.
Like, I hear some shit, but it doesn't mean...
You
could
know,
potentially-
we could go back to even if it was like fucking Trump. You know, they're not gonna hit no main
See,
yard or
isn't-
nothing like
see,
that.
think
No,
about-
R. Kelly, he deserves to hit a main yard.
Think-
Put
think
that motherfucker with
Definitely.
population.
Think about that spirit. You know what I mean? Like I used to love listening to his music. Just
Yeah.
and then
Troubled
now,
Man. I don't know. That's
I
Martin
believe
Gaye.
I Can
now
Fly
I
was
felt
like the
weird.
first song I
Oh, man.
recognized
When I
because
was-
Space Jam.
When I was coming
Yeah.
out of what was that? You guys remember the theater at the Villa Italia? I was coming
Yeah.
out of those lights were all fucking sick above you. Coming out of that tunnel, dude, I had the Space Jam fucking little shoes on. I was so excited coming out of there. I was all singing that shit, like trying to jump and touch the ceiling. Coming out of that darn theater, dude, I was so excited. That what is my song? And then I heard he's like, think about this. He got off with. They had video evidence of him peeing on a girl, and he still got off of it.
Yeah.
The
I
first
mean-
time, they're like, "All right, now, Richard or Robert."
I know, but there ain't nothing wrong with that, is there? If it
what
was,
you mean?
if there was consent, you know what I mean?
No,
She was
there's
she was like
super
14 or
wrong
something like that.
stuff about
She was,
that.
like,
yeah.
she was like 14 or something.
Well, yeah, I mean that's different. I'm not. I'm talking
If
about
there were-
like
if
the
you're
whole
18
golden shower. I'm
eight-
like, what's wrong with that?
18 and
Nothing
up.
wrong with the
that's-
golden shower.
18 and up, and if she's, if you've had enough, yak for the evening and you're ready to,
Some
hit
yak.
hit the hay, you might as well.
Before
hit
you
it
go to
with
the
golden
bathroom, do it on my face.
Every time I shower with
nothing
my
wrong with that.
wife, I always pee on her leg.
Oh, what did you say?
Just to mark his territory.
Every time you take a
Every
shower with your
time.
wife, you pee on your lady's leg.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Nah, that's real facts, right? Those are called factoids.
See what he did to us? You see
That's-
what Robert Kelly did?
That's sterile.
R. Kelly.
What does
Yeah,
she
it
say?
is. She gets mad every time.
Why do you do it? How many times have you done it?
We shower together almost
Can you
every day.
put your face in the camera when we say this?
She pees in my poop.
Without your
No.
shirt, please. He said he was going to do this podcast like Bert Kreischer. He said he was going to. He just
my
puts,
belly in Devan's
just
face.
puts the putts out right by his fucking head.
I'm like this.
Yo, bro,
I'm hiding, but I'm still looking.
put your gut away.
Just something about showers. It makes you have to pee every time. Dude.
Yeah, as soon as that
I
water
pee
hits the tip.
before I get in the shower.
This
I
food-
could pee before the shower.
I let the
and
water
then
run
I
for
get
a
in the
minute,
shower,
and
I
I'm
have to
like
pee again.
mentally in the shower before I get in.
You know what's annoying when you're taking a shower?
What?
You're
When
like,
the poop won't
ooh,
go
I
down
gotta
the
take
drain.
a shit. You gotta waffle stomp it. You ever get in the shower? You ever get in the shower and then you have to take a shit? You're like mid washing your fucking hair. Just gotta
Yeah.
go take a poop.
And then you slip off the toilet.
It's all wet.
You take a shower with you're taking a shit with the fucking head full of shampoo or conditioner. You know what I mean? But it's like you got the conditioner on, so you just gotta let it sit for like at least a good 5 minutes.
You trying to get on your phone, wipe your hand off all sick.
Ooh, and then you like gotta sit in that poop smog, that shower
All right.
stank.
I
What about
apologize
this?
for what this has divulged into.
You
Jesus
guys are
Christ.
fuck. I'm trying to give you guys you want me to get started off.
This is how R. Kelly got started.
right,
I think we're talking
okay.
about his origin
What
story.
about when you were
He
a
started
kid?
off by pooping in the shower.
I know at least
I don't see
Two of the
nothing
four of us.
wrong with a little waffle stone. You're fucking disgusting. This is probably where we should end the podcast. I'm just kidding.
Hey, nah.
But
R. Kelly deserves everything.
he's
gets.
probably getting waffle stomped right
Oh,
now.
my gosh.
Fuck.
Don't you guys agree though that
He's
music?
probably reading a book.
Don't you agree that music is one of the main reasons why
He
society
sings
is the
it
way
in
it
his
is
head.
today?
No. I'm on don't give me
Right
started. on
now,
that.
I think like social media is the reason why society
But,
is
like,
the way it is nowadays.
I mean, like, it started off like
music
that-
too.
I mean, like in the 50s, 60s, when rock and roll and all this shit started coming out, people were really trying to define themselves in a different way with instruments and stuff.
What year? Let's put
I
some years
think
on
the
this one.
lack
The
of
beat, like with the Beatles in London and all kinds of different rock bands coming out of like Europe, and then Americans trying to like match.
So you're
the same
like in the
thing with, like,
60s right now.
50s,
50s,
60s,
60s.
late 50s, 60s. Like Beatles were coming around. Even Rolling Stones started coming around. That's when those guys were freaking born.
The Temptations.
There was so much different stuff happening that changed the landscape of society, like how things are going now. Like, think of how weird music is now. There's some weird, crazy stuff. Like, there's like stuff out there. If you Google in like hate music and stuff, it'll come up with them.
Why would
know-
you Google that?
No, fuck no.
No,
Music's always been
you
weird.
gotta know your enemies. You
Music
gotta know
has
who's
always
out
been
there.
weird.
I
Look at the
think-
fucking. What is the fucking ice cream man's fucking jingle?
Oh yeah,
That's a
crazy.
racist,
racist,
fucking
is it?
song.
Sing
Yes.
it for me.
No,
That song is fucking.
it's like nigga something.
Is that a fact?
No, I think
Yes.
the world is the way it's like
Yeah.
today. Because
Because fucking when I
don't-
hear ice cream jingle, I think of ice cream. I
Yeah,
don't
I
think of
bet.
racist stuff.
Yeah.
No, it's a real racist song.
Nah, it is true.
Damn.
But I think the reason the world is the way it is.
I'm not gonna ever eat ice cream
Because
again.
people have too much free time to worry about dumb shit.
Hey,
And we're not actually taking care of our own. Once you took
So,
away
yeah.
the necessity to, you're not farming for yourself and hunting for yourself. Now you have time to sit on your fucking phone and worry about dumb shit.
Yeah.
That's why we're not evolving, we're devolving. The more
Idiocracy.
technology we
You
have,
are.
the more we
You
devolve.
guys were saying that though. That's kind of
So-
like how you're talking about sentient beings.
yeah.
They're making us have to think faster because eventually they'll outthink us quickly. you
Oh, they
know?
already are.
It's
Fucking-
too fast, man.
Let's get
They're
back
gonna
to the ice
enslave
cream
us.
truck. Let's get back to the ice cream truck real fast. That the jingle from the ice cream man. That shit is called. I'm not gonna say the N bomb.
Yeah.
N bomb, love a watermelon. Ha ha ha.
Say it.
Can you say this word? Say.
Yeah.
Just like mine
Start
it.
it off for us.
Whoa! Don't make me say it. Have some
I don't wanna
fucking.
I don't want to get you canceled. They'll
No, I'm
get-
just
they'll
kidding.
cancel
Don't-
you with all your
No,
toxic
but that's what
masculinity.
that's what that song is called. What do you mean toxic?
I'm
masculine?
kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm not toxic.
Hey,
I'm
you're-
just masculine. You bitch.
In a very
In a very feminine way.
You got a
Fucking
real,
pussy.
you got a real Freddie Mercury energy coming on.
Hey, Freddie.
with the teeth too.
Bud Light should sponsor you.
Whoa! I'll drink a,
Hold up.
I'll drink a fucking Bud Light.
But drinking Bud Light's always been gay.
Before
I don't like Bud Light. That shit tastes like water.
it is water. It's basically all it is.
Modelo.
I like Coors Light.
I'm not a big beer lover anyway.
Oh man. Honestly, like if
You have
I
a beer in your hand?
Oh, what else did we watch? We watched The Office, or not? Yeah, it's called The Office, or just Office. Office Space.
Office.
Yeah.
We watched that today, and like
Yeah.
that's what they were saying. Like, if you could do anything, what would you do? Absolutely nothing. I would literally just drink beer all day.
You know what I would do?
And sit around on my porch with like 10 dogs,
Yeah.
a bunch of horses and stuff, and just do
One day?
nothing.
My
One
favorite
day
part.
they'll
$5 million?
That's all I would do. I'd build a big fence, and I would never go out.
Did you used to drink Pit Bull malt liquor?
Mad Dog? No.
Hey, you know what I
Mad
would
Dog,
do?
yeah, Mad Dog all day.
What is he?
50-50?
What is
My
the
bad.
what the actor says before that shit? He's all, you know what I would do? Two chicks at the same
Oh
time.
yeah.
He's all, that's it.
That's it?
He's like that happens all the time though. He's like, yeah, but not with dudes that look.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, you don't need money for that.
He's like, yeah.
He's
you
like,
do
fuck.
if you need.
Yeah, you do if you look like me.
He's like, you do if you want to have girls double up on a guy looking like me.
Yeah, he's like, gotta play it there.
Doubling up on a guy like me, big old mullet.
He's like, you wouldn't do nothing if you had all that money.
Oh my
He's
God.
like, you don't need nothing, or you don't need money to do nothing. He's all, I got a cousin. Oh, look at my cousin. He don't got. What does he say? Oh God.
He don't got money, he don't
He
do
don't got.
shit.
Yeah, he don't got no money. He don't do shit.
Oh
Fuck, I
my
love
God.
that movie.
Oh
That's
my
a
gosh.
classic right there.
Oh man.
My stapler. That's a fucking super classic. Office Space.
Yeah.
When they're all fucking smashing the printer to some ghetto boys.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
When he's all bumping ghetto boys and he locks the fucking door. Remember that shit?
Yeah, he's all hitting the spit like niggas broke through, and that dude was all selling flowers on the side. He all turned it down, and just locked his door all quiet.
And then lets him walk a little bit, just keeps going with it. I
That's too
fucking love
funny.
that movie.
Oh,
See,
man.
I miss movies having like that raw humor.
Yeah.
That
Everything's
movie
so
didn't even do well. Like,
No.
it just became.
Cult classic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be popular later on.
That shit
I
didn't
still
even do
miss
well.
the fucking old movies like that. We were talking
You ever
about.
seen Hot Rod?
Oh yeah.
That shit
And-
probably did horribly, and that shit is fucking hilarious.
Andy Samberg.
Oh yeah. I've never seen it.
Bill
Hot Rod is
Hader.
fucking stupid as fuck.
Yeah, it's a ridiculous
I like
movie.
the
It's
one
kind of like Anchorman.
What's
It's
the one
dumber. It's dumber.
I just watched Talladega Nights
where
the
him
other
and
night
Adam
again.
Sandler? That's my boy.
Oh,
That
Oh,
one's
I never
funny.
seen that one actually.
That
movie's
movie's fucking
funny.
funny.
It's so bizarre, man. That like,
Solo,
and that's
Hot
when,
Rod's fucking funny as fuck, but they didn't make no money.
and that's why we are so obsessed with movies and stuff, because it's so relatable to the stupid crap that we do. Like Hot Rod is so dumb because it's like literally stuff that you'd be doing with your friends, just jacking around, and something bad happens because you're just doing dumb shit. You know, it's super relatable. But those dudes are making just millions off us.
Lately,
just
I
being
haven't
relatable.
been watching no comedy movies, bro. They're bunk nowadays.
That's all we do. Just
I
watch
been watching
Will
like
Ferrell's my
murder
shit.
Should be
movies.
I like the older shit.
Yeah, we were watching Jurassic Park. We went through all like the first like 4, or like the first 3, and then we're about to start the 4th one. Oh, nice. We're about to start the 4th one, but it's literally just so entertaining because everything else that's going on, we're working like above 60 hours a week, man. It's just mundane the entire time. So we need to watch something and at least have a little bit of fun in between, man. Cause
You still watch The Office?
oh yeah, I watch The Office all the time. Literally like during work, when I have the chance, you know, like on security, like I'll be either on the phone with you, or if I'm doing like a walk in like a building,
Yeah.
I'll just turn it on in the background while I'm doing my work in my cab.
This fool. I work from home, and I'm an artist. I work from home and shit. And this fool called me. Silencio. It's like this fool called me. Yeah, I can still hear that shit. Cause your mic's pointed directly at you.
You could just point it a different way.
I forgot what I was talking about.
You
work from home.
Yeah, I work from home, and this fool does armed security, and he'll be at like different locations and shit, and then he'll call me while he's like fucking sweating somebody, like all yelling at him, or like, if you jump out on me, I'm gonna fucking slam you and tase you, like all aggressive. And I'm like,
Fool's like, I'm not even doing nothing.
he's like looking, because they'll tell him, hey, we got like an active perp over here who's being a fucking weirdo, like they need to get evacuated from the premises. And then he'll be on, like dangerous people, like either shooting up or just being crazy, you know what I mean?
smoking that fentanyl.
Yeah, and then he'll go over
Was
there
it
and
foily?
he'll put me
Sounds
on,
like a good time.
he'll put me on the phone like as his camera, and I'm like sitting, I'm like, fuck, I wish I could.
fool, you better listen to what he says.
This fool's gonna fucking beat the shit out of you.
I seen it.
I seen it one time.
I
I've
seen
seen
to rip somebody's jaw off.
I seen Devan break some fool's ribs.
His dick off. Yeah.
I've seen
Twist his
Devan.
dick.
It was on open water, so they couldn't prosecute. But
Yeah.
I seen it. No.
I've seen Devan like really handle a dude and fucking
Devin
beat
the
the
dude.
dog shit out of this poor
It
gentleman.
was super scary though. He came after us. Like he was coming at us and out of the darkness.
He had a knife.
No, he was asking for directions.
I seen.
He just did it the wrong way.
Hey,
bruh.
he should have asked him across the street.
He
Remember
should have
that?
been like, hey,
Master Ken. He's all, what if he's just asking for directions? He's all,
hey,
"You
which
should ask
way's
him across-"
Wadsworth? Boom.
No, that dude, like, we all three were up on that fool because he like approached us. This happened. We talked about this story last time, but this is the real story here. This random dude just approaches us on like some. It looked hostile, you know what I mean? It didn't look like, hey, what's up, bro? You know, how you doing? It wasn't anything like that.
He was
just,
not in the right
He
mind.
had already walked by us, acting all crazy, giving us like already
Yeah.
issues. We're like, all right, you know, if something's going on, then let us know.
Yeah, we were already on alert mode, and
And
then
then
he
he was
caught us
gone.
slipping.
Yeah, it was all dark, and we were all watching a fight. Like
We were watching
I
a
think it
fucking
I think it was
World Star
Ki-
video.
Kim-
Our senses were already
It was like a
alerted.
Kimbo slice fight or something we were watching or something. Or
It
whatever
was something.
It might have just been a random, like, just regular street
Something,
fight. 'Cause
yeah,
they used to do the street fight compilations on World Star.
Out of nowhere, we just Rage hears somebody right behind us. I'm about to take a hit out of the pipe. Rage is like, hey, hold up. Or like, oh, hey, hold up, back up or something like that.
Yeah, I tried to give you my phone. I was like holding it and trying to put it on like here because I
then-
wanted to get at him right away.
And then
And by the time I was already like doing this, you were already hitting him.
I was like, I like punched him and then I handed you the pipe.
I was like, I don't want this.
And then like,
There was no handing of nothing. There was hands, and that's
it
it.
was just
Bro.
like, boop, boop, boop. Like,
That was the funniest thing I've
It
ever
was a
seen.
flurry.
Oh,
I've
it was
never seen
crazy.
anybody get hit at least
It was scary though. He was
45 times in his ribs.
he was walking up to us with a black hoodie on, head
Allegedly.
down, head down, hands in his pocket, like he could have easily had the blammy on him, just ready.
Yeah.
Tell
He
me
could.
not.
He could have smirked us, and we would have been
know.
way caught off guard.
But tell me
Been
not. He
waking
was
up in heaven. Like,
Oh,
wait,
bro, like what?
he was wearing like a
Oh.
black sweater and he got up wearing a starter vest.
It was
how
all
bad he got
swollen,
beat, bro.
That was scary though, but yeah, I did let it go on him. We were already chilling. I think I probably had at least like 6 or 7 tall cans. We were just like getting all twisted
The
outside
office
of
was
the
fun.
office.
She
Yeah.
was drinking nutty ice.
We need another office for sure.
Oh,
I
man.
hope this next office isn't like off of a busy street.
That dude picked him.
It's like tucked in the back and no one
We
knows
weren't
we're
even
there.
off a busy street. We
It was
were kinda
pretty
tucked
busy.
in the
I'm
back.
gonna find us a
Pretty busy.
spot there. That'd be awesome because I go to different locations downtown. Find one. Of
Yeah,
those
they're
spots
cheap
in town.
downtown now.
Yeah, because there's
I'm saying somewhere low key. This food says downtown.
no, and like
We're definitely not gonna be.
He'll be
safe
beating up
there.
a hobo every 2 seconds.
I'll be right back, guys. I gotta go take care of something.
He's
real
like,
quick.
can we pause this podcast real fast?
What?
I gotta go. He's just gonna dump some
I'm just
fool.
saying I gotta go use the restroom real quick. I'm just in the alley looking for someone to get my jolly.
We would get fucked up. Me and this fool would get fucked up downtown and just be on a sick one, just like
Oh yeah, bumping into dudes on
just
purpose, trying to like
wanting
shoulder
to
them
fight
and stuff,
everybody.
all drunk.
I was
What
like,
are we doing, dude? It was
I
just-
miss
dude,
those
oh my
days.
gosh, dude.
I miss those days.
Oh my gosh.
Opening
Tried
day,
giving me
We
some of
could
them
easily
drinks
be
earlier.
yeah. Oh my gosh.
opening day,
We
and
went to, like,
fucking
No,
fighting
but-
everybody.
what are they called? Bud Light Gardens or what are they called?
Bud Light Gardens?
Yeah, where they like set up a little area where you can
Beer
go drink.
gardens.
Oh, beer gardens. Yeah.
That means something else now.
Yeah.
Like,
I was like, you know about that?
In the garden.
Whether you like it or not. I mean, it is what it is.
anyways, we
But
went
yeah.
to a beer garden. We just got hitty on open day, and then we like went walking around. I don't even know where we were, just bumping into guys like
Pushing everybody.
drunk.
Opening day is where you get
haven't-
into fights downtown.
I haven't been in a fight in a good while.
You see that
Last time I got in a fight was like a year ago.
video that went viral of the fucking opening day fight? The dude just started like bombing
Again?
on his homie. It was a while
Oh.
back. Some Mexican fool. He just starts bombing on
Whoa.
his homie for like, I don't know, it seemed like no reason.
Yeah, there
But
was people getting tossed over left and right. That's all you heard on the radio the other day. It's
When I
crazy.
delivered for Coors on opening day, it was nuts down there.
Just down driving.
We wouldn't even go
there.
down there.
Driving down there in general is just ridiculous, man. The way that the streets are set up, they're so crowded. There's just too many
One ways
people.
and shit.
They keep building more apartment complexes. It's like this place is already crowded.
What are they gonna
How-
do with the office
how-
space? Everybody works from home.
How can we make this place a little bit more crowded down here? Should we build another skyscraper? Yeah, let's build another
No,
skyscraper.
I don't think that's the question. They're
Oh.
like, how can we like fix this like homelessness and fucking?
No.
How
They
can
charge
we like?
too much down there to fix homelessness.
No, it's a contradictive statement. That's what I'm trying to say. They're like, how can we like? What can we do to like lower the congestion in the traffic?
There's an episode of
Let's
South
open
Park
up more
about all of
fucking
this.
apartment complexes.
It was funny on South Park with the homeless guys,
Yeah.
the homeless people in
Did you
Denver.
get the bus?
For real?
That's
I didn't
funny.
even see that shit. I don't watch that show.
Go in.
Well, you're
Yeah.
stupid though.
They're
You should watch
everywhere.
that show.
I don't watch.
It's
I don't watch
good.
cartoons.
South
good.
Park.
I like to
It's
watch
funny.
movies.
It's
You don't
not-
watch movies. You watch cartoons.
It's not a cartoon.
What the fuck is it then?
It's animation. No,
It's a cartoon, but
Afghanistan
it's,
animation.
it's good for you.
Yeah,
I don't watch it.
it's
It's cultural.
it's kind of
Sopa.
like animated news. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
It's just updating
They're
you
making
on
fun
things
of
that are
current
going on.
events.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, one of their newest episodes was about ChatGPT.
Did you see what happened on April Fools? What they did?
Hmm.
They said that. Or who
Oh,
was
they
that?
said that they bought Lakeside. There was a Facebook
Yeah.
page that was like, yeah, the South Park creators bought Lakeside and blah,
Oh,
blah,
and
blah.
I
And
Hopefully,
believed
dude.
that. That's
everybody
not true.
believed that. That is super not true. You believe
I would have been
that?
so
I
excited.
100% believed that.
That is super duper not
Oh,
true.
we gotta go to Casa Bonita. We all gotta
They would
I'm
never
going.
buy
Oh,
Lakeside.
Right
we're
next
going.
door to
Hey.
Casa Bonita.
Oh, we gotta
Lakeside.
go. I can't wait.
Lakeside is a horrible investment. You'll never make your money back. It's 50 cents a ticket.
They want to
Yeah.
just.
Bro, they would
I
make
found a dead guy in
so
front
much
of
money
They've
if they
been-
got
They
a hold of it.
would.
They've been offering
But
them
would
money
you
for
want to go
years.
there?
Fuck
Years. There's people been offering money for years. That property
They won't
worth
sell
so
it.
much.
They
Yeah,
refuse
because they
to
just
sell.
want to turn it into apartments again, just something else, or
No,
police
they
station.
would have
Oh,
done that
100
already.
No,
Rhoda would have
They're
done that
way-
shit.
they're
They're
offering
waiting.
them ridiculous money. It's a ridiculous offer.
All the staff is still
Look at it.
currently being paid.
Bro, the
whole time.
staff is like who's been there since the fucking
If you're
racetrack has been
getting
there.
offered
Yeah.
ridiculous money now, imagine waiting 15 to 20 more
I
years.
I worked there when I was 16. I
At
went.
Casa Bonita?
No, at Lakeside.
You worked there?
Yeah, I worked there when
Bobby
I got
worked at
arrested
Casa
there.
Bonita.
Really?
My last day, I got arrested. Yeah,
At
fucking.
Lakeside?
Yeah, hell yeah. I was selling balls like a motherfucker. Remember at the basketball joint?
Oh my god.
If the kid would miss and they had a fucking, she
You're
had a
like,
fucking.
$3.
If the kid had a fucking mom with him, I'd be like, hey, like $10, I'll just give you the ball.
Oh,
know
I
what
thought
I
you
mean?
meant like
Hustling.
8 balls.
Bro, I made like $500 extra on my first day. Straight up, my first day, I made like a $500 fucking.
tucked it in the pocket and stepped out too.
Fucking boofed it and walked up.
Tell them about the time you guys got followed on the way back from work, you and your girl, remember?
By the cops?
Nah. Do
Damn,
you remember? Don't you remember? Somebody like some weirdo was chasing you guys.
Try to keep on track
I've been
on
in that
you.
situation too many
might have
times.
been
You told
me,
me that
dude.
story. It was you and your girl, your
Yeah,
ex.
yeah.
And
I don't remember.
That's scary.
Probably.
Scary.
I remember fucking, we were walking back. We were young. I was like
Bobby
16.
told me this story.
They followed you.
I've had that story
Bobby
a few
told
different
me
times.
the story like there was a weirdo like trying to fucking like talk to you guys. You guys were like just young. You guys
Speaking
were
of,
like
like-
16.
That was. Are you sure that wasn't the time we chased that fool and he jumped over a house?
Yeah,
Bro,
that's
no,
what
that
you
was
told me
different.
about.
That was
That's what you
different.
told me about. Okay.
I'll tell you that story after this story. But
See, that's how shit gets twisted from
Yeah.
person to person.
Yeah.
the first time,
Grab his dick and twist it.
Don't do that.
what the fuck? We were walking back from Lakeside, and we got hammed up. Some cops stopped us at like 3-4 patrol cops. You know, patrol cars stopped me
Pulled
and
up
my
on
ex.
you.
Yeah, we were young. Still had our Lakeside shirts on. Slam Marina up on, or shit, I dropped her name. I'm gonna block that out. I slammed her up on the fucking
Slam
tree, slammed me up on the tree, and I had my shank. I always had my shit. And I was a kid, you know what I mean? And they were like, "What do you need this for?" And I'm like, "What the fuck? Like, why are you questioning me? Like, what's going on?" And they're like, "Oh, you fit the profile of a murder suspect. A male and a female murder suspect in the fucking area, both wearing red t-shirts." And we're like, "We just got off work. Like, what the fuck?" And they were all like checking us and shit. It was crazy because the male was searching my ex, and I'm like, "Hey, y'all, that shit ain't, you ain't even
Don't
supposed to
touch
do
her.
that,
Yeah,
homie.
yeah, you need a
They were
girl.
capping, bud.
She
Before
requested
capping was
a
even
woman.
called at.
Yeah, you ain't even supposed to be you ain't even supposed to be searching a female, homie.
It's like no
You know what I mean?
iPod.
And they just fucking kept me up on that tree. That shit was crazy. But that time when we chased some fool, we chased this fool, and what I could recollect from that story, this was like some hood shit. I'm not gonna get too into it, but we all chased this fool, cause he was like some grown ass dude, like following us. Me and the homie, we just be patrolling the hood, you know, walking around everywhere at night, like 3 in the morning, 2 in the morning, and it was like fucking weirdo. We stopped and he tried to hide behind a fucking tree that's like.
Following you
Yeah, he
guys.
tried to hide behind a tree that was like
What?
5 inches width. You know what I mean? I'm like, we see your fucking fat ass tummy sticking out the other side of that fucking tree. You ain't hiding, homie. Just because you're hiding your eyes, I mean, we see your fucking gut. And anyway, we fucking chased that fool. Like, we just started mobbing, you know what I mean? Fucking
Yeah,
chasing that fool.
yeah.
That fool was an alien on everything I love.
What?
He jumped on the fucking tree, or jumped on the fucking
Like Men in Black
the he jumped on the wooden fence, and from the fence jumped onto the house. And after that, I was like, bro, we ain't gonna catch that
That fool
motherfucker.
was smoking meth.
That was a skinwalker.
That was a fucking
He just meth hopped
bro. That was a fucking
Boing.
Wendigo.
like Johnny McEnroe when he jumped over that car. And
Yes.
Mr. D just
Whoa, he fucking jumped. I swear to you, ask Bobby to confirm this shit. He jumped on the
He
fence.
was gonna kidnap you guys and then was like, "All right, these
And
guys are active."
The fence is like this fucking wide. Plants his whole foot on it somehow, and just verticals onto the house. I'm like, damn, fool, that was like a fucking 10-foot vertical. Like, bro just had it. There's no way you're gonna catch him with that
Should've
leg
been
power.
in the NBA, dog. You
don't
should've been in the
even
NBA.
don't even stretch. Don't get ready. You're not gonna catch that guy.
He had like a 47-inch vertical.
Like Vince Carter.
Better.
That fool, yeah,
Better.
He could have did a 360 if he wanted to.
yeah, fool. He
Up and back down.
that was some crazy shit though, because
Oh
we
my
just turned back
gosh.
around. We were like, did that just fucking happen?
That's crazy.
Like, I think it was, you know, it was the homie, rest in peace, Punky.
I'm
It was Punky.
Oh, Punky.
It was Leon. I'm not gonna drop names. Sorry. It was a couple homies and me and Bobby from Heads Up, and fucking we just seen that fool jam and jump on the fucking house, and we were like,
that's
What are you gonna run to the other side of the house? That fool's probably like 3 houses down already.
Boing, like Santa.
That dude invented parkour right then and there.
Yo, that was before like Mirror's Edge type video game shit. That was before the kids were all doing their YouTube parkour channels and shit.
You didn't know what parkour was.
That fool jumped to the fucking street after that and just buggy down to fucking 38th.
Dude, I've seen some aliens before, mostly in Utah, a little bit Arizona and stuff.
This fool's all talking about real aliens.
It was like I straight up really saw an alien.
I'm pretty sure they're happening.
There was a guy that told me one of the craziest stories that I've ever heard. Or my bad. He at this camp he was talking about like they're from New Mexico, and they were like
fucking Roswell.
They were just, I don't know, they have a farm out there, but we was like at a camp. He was like a counselor, but he was like a crazy dude, and he was telling us about they were like having like a normal like regular like celebration for I guess Halloween people will say, but
Dia de los Muertos or what?
Him and his buddy were just like having drinks on their patio, seen like a dog or something like out in the distance, went to go chase it, and then they swear it was like a man running like through.
That's a fucking skinwalker
through the field, and they were chasing it down. I swear this was scaring the life. I don't know if he was scaring the life out of us, but he was telling us like they chased it down and it just completely disappeared. It was gone. They swear it was.
Who was this that told you this?
We were at a camp.
R. Kelly?
Kells? No, we were at a camp.
Kelly?
But he was like, he said that's the only thing that he's ever experienced, like of anything like supernatural like that. But we were talking about that when we were at the Gaylord. That was like, dude.
He was like, I killed a werewolf once.
Well, I've never experienced anything crazy, and even if I have, I probably was just like,
didn't even notice.
I thought of a logical explanation for it. Just like this fucking like electrical box. This fool set off his breaker box doing some dumb shit, blow drying his fucking braids, and he set off the fucking breaker. And when he turned it back on, he left, and then his shit.
I have the fucking whole video. I have a whole 10-minute video of me.
The only logical explanation.
I was getting ready.
Like,
I was getting ready to go down. I was going downstairs, and I was going downstairs to go get someone to get the homeboy coming back upstairs. You know what I mean? And I came back up when we came back up. I was like, why the fuck is why's my shit open? You know what I mean? My electrical box. And I looked it up. And that shit swung open by itself. I have the video. Yeah, I'm gonna post it right here, but I have that video.
At Intelligent Office, I was, and I don't know if it was like the pressure, but I swear. So we had a dishwasher in our back area kitchen. I opened it up this was like from the night before. So even if the dishes, were done that evening, like they had plenty of time to be dried or at least not hot. I opened the dishwasher. I grabbed a glass, just one of the glasses out of the dishwasher, and it exploded in my hand. Just exploded.
Yeah,
a glass.
That's that pressure.
It didn't cut me or anything like that. It just exploded in my hand. I swear. And we had it on camera too.
Tight.
I didn't move. I just froze. It was extremely startling. And I looked at the camera, and I looked back down, and there was just glass, so much glass everywhere. I was like, "What just happened?"
Were you still holding shards?
No, it exploded and just fell completely through. But the way that glass, it was tempered glass, so it had it was connected, it didn't completely shatter. It was in a one full piece just shattered and just dropped right in front of me.
Where was it coming out of the dishwasher or what?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is I came in the morning, so the dishwasher would have been ran the night before. So I just don't
sitting there festering, waiting for a big old black hand to touch
it.
I
swear it was the scary.
Racist ass ghost, dog.
I know. So fucked up.
I was like, so then I just closed the wall. I
don't like that shit.
I closed it, went and got the vacuum cleaner and checked the camera real quick.
He was
I was
a
like, did that
Confederate.
just happen? See, I didn't like that the way you grabbed that glass, boy. Just whip with a whip.
He missed blood and hit the glass.
Fuck, that's fucked up.
Dude.
There are some racist ass ghosts in Colorado. We fucking know it.
I promise you.
Definitely.
That's fucked up.
I never had no experiences like. I never had no experiences.
Can we
like
say
that.
like
I don't believe in
racial derogatories on here?
Probably not.
Like if
what do
we're
you mean?
Mexican?
Like about Mexicans? Probably. Nobody gives a fuck about us.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say that. That's who I thought you were gonna say. No one gives a fuck about them. I thought you were gonna say that. I was like, oh fuck.
Like Native Americans. I mean, I'm pretty sure you could say spear chucker. Like.
Ooh, that's fucked up.
But that's what I come from.
Yeah.
I could probably throw a spear pretty fucking good too. Don't fucking test me.
You remember in school?
Yeah.
You remember in school when we would sit down? Was everybody getting Indian
Indian
crisscross
style.
Indian or what's it called? Indian style?
Indian style.
I don't like that Indian style shit.
Indian style. I'm like, that's fucked up. What we about to
That's
have?
called crisscross applesauce.
That's what they said now.
Facts.
We're about
That
to
was
You
the-
call it Indian style, I will kick you square in the fucking mouth.
Everybody get down in Indian style. We're gonna start giving out Indian burns.
So I'm about to get down in Indian style. I'm gonna shoot you with a fucking crossbow.
Have you guys been over by Sloan's Lake, right there? That new little area that they built for those apartments there, that are just on they're on the opposite side of the Sloan's Lake, where that little town village is now. In there, there's a little
The market?
Yeah, there's a taco shop called Vato's Tacos, that it's ran 100% by white people. Not to say anything against white people, because I'm married to a
Talk
woman.
about like
It
yeah.
it was one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
that fucking place on fucking Pierce and like 38th called Mestizo.
Vato's
I don't know who
Tacos.
owns it, but I
closed.
made a joke to him, and I was like, Mestizos, talk about Hueticos. Am I right?
Ooh, that's racist.
Isn't that crazy?
Is it
My
though?
mind was blown.
Vatos tacos? Would you go grub there? What if they have some fire ass tacos,
That'd
but
be
they're
crazy.
like all
I don't
white?
discriminate on bomb tacos.
It's
White
just-
people can make good tacos.
It's just,
I mean, KFC was
Just recognize
invented by
recognize where you got them
it's
from.
just really
dog.
weird that somebody would name it like that. You know what I mean? Like, why would you do
I
that?
have
Like,
a-
as
hey,
far
I
as
have a homeboy, and I'm
cultural
gonna-
stomping.
I'm
that's
gonna give bro a
ridiculous.
shout out
They're
right
not
here.
gonna name it like green bean casserole tacos.
Hold up. I have a homeboy.
white people.
I have a
taco
homeboy
night.
who runs a business, and it's called Gringos Tacos.
Yeah. I used
But-
to deliver to a place called Pinche Tacos.
Yeah, yeah.
Pinche
You've had Gringos Tacos?
I've no, Jill said
Gringo
it's good.
tacos?
For real?
I haven't tried it, but I mean, like the name of it.
Oh, I like the name of it.
Like the
It sounds
versus the other
Super
place.
upfront. Yeah, I like it. Fuck
sounds
yeah.
welcoming.
I
She's like,
fuck with that.
all right.
Yeah.
They're not leaving anything.
fuck
They're
with
not
that.
leaving any stones unturned.
I mean, hey, shout out to the homie though. Like they're making the killing, but
Yeah.
on one part of me, I'm like, oh, it's kind of ballsy to name it that.
It's
You
just-
know what I mean?
I mean,
Or Vatos Tacos or Gringos Tacos. I'm like, hey, you guys.
Gringo's
just-
tacos is better than
just
Vatos.
talking about like
Yeah.
cultural appropriation regarding like sitting Indian style, like or crisscross applesauce. There's so many things that have already. Most of Colorado is ran by specific groups that have no technical native culturality now, like Black Hawk. There's all kinds of cities, areas in Colorado that are named like.
Why don't we just talk about Stapleton?
Yeah,
Fuck.
well, they just have like so many different areas. Like they have like areas that are named after natives.
Yeah, Cherokee.
So many different areas that,
Zuni.
that don't donate to at all to any of those groups, but they still name them that. It's crazy, and like how they get away with it, and it makes it seem, very festive and super traditional. Like, wow, look how nice this place is, and oh wow, there's history
That's
behind
like
it.
King Von
And they
talking about
keep-
the ops he smoked.
They just keep.
They're like Pecos Street, bud.
They just keep out all the
Smoking
truths.
Pecos op.
5 points gone. All the things that are gone. There's just different things that are gone and changed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That have
That's what
been-
that is.
It's wild how they do that stuff, but that's what they did, man. That was the best. One of the best restaurants ever. It was just right over there. It was called. What was that little that little Mexican restaurant? It's called
Where at?
La Casada, right there, where they built that new little shopping center, that new little marketplace. La Casada was one of the best Mexican restaurants. It's gone now. Gone. They just bottom out that little lot right there. That where
Did they
De-
come
De-
up on
Depew
a bag
Liquors-
though?
Oh,
Or Depew
Depew?
Liquors in them, that whole little spot, they came
Hey,
up on
We
a
were
Delivered
just
bag.
there
there
today,
on a
bud.
Yeah,
bag.
I took.
We were
fucking-
just there today eating empanadas that are probably like
It's where Shake
owned by
Shack
white
is
folks.
now.
Yeah,
It's weird, isn't it?
but they were
Yeah.
good.
It's
I
invest.
guess,
It's
I don't know.
investor groups, like really, like at the end of the day, like things that you don't see commercials for, like things that you'll see in
How many fucking investors or realtors do you think? I bet you. I'm just gonna say, I don't think Colorado's owned by like a gang of different realtor companies. I bet you fucking Denver is owned by like a few motherfuckers.
Oh yeah.
The Cronkies.
Oh yeah.
The fucking.
Oh,
The
what's his
Cronkies,
name?
the fools that own the fucking Avs and the Nuggets and the Rams.
What is his name? Ted.
Kaczynski?
Nugent.
No.
Bundy?
No,
Say.
no. He's a landowner.
Are you talking about like Ted Tancredo or
No. What is his name? I can't remember.
I think
He
that's
owns
what it's
like, but he owns like 77% of Colorado. I can't remember his name.
Well,
Let's see.
talk about the fucking history of Denver.
You know, really, Colorado.
I don't know anything about it.
So the real history, Colorado was a Confederate state. We were, during the Civil War, Colorado was a settlement. Well, it was
For real?
a neutral ground that was settled by Confederates. Like Colorado was built on a Confederate state. Where
Yeah,
they
Golden,
were not
Colorado
giving-
was a huge
and
hub.
the
for
reason
I
that.
know about
The
Golden.
reason I figured this out, bro, is because they like try to culturally appropriate now with their paintings and pictures on the front of their buildings and stuff, showing that they were hand in hand with these people. All digitized pictures and stuff. None of these pictures and any of this stuff was from back then, but they try to make it seem like, oh, we've been around since 1821, serving the Denver metro, Colorado area for a lot of these banks. All of them were loan deniers, all have horrible rap sheets and terrible histories.
That's how
With- with a-
gentrification happens.
But even bigger is the quieting, because there's not a lot of journalists in Colorado. A lot of the time, like New York, you hear a lot about big journalists. Colorado here, our stuff is super contained, where they don't show anything that is against what's supposed to be going on with news. Like you can't watch anything on news that doesn't have something that's
An
actually.
agenda, or
Yes,
is
exactly.
it because we're a police state?
100%. It's a military state. Colorado is a military state.
So let's get back to what we were talking to. I want to. How the fuck do you think Colorado would be? Because they're actually in the moves about making this shit happen to become a constitutional carry state.
Yeah.
And what a constitutional carry state is
I'm
when
down
you
for
could,
all that.
is when you could carry a weapon. Anybody, just like Florida, just got they got that law passed.
Ron DeSantis.
So you could carry a weapon in Colorado without
I
needing
support that.
What does he call him? Hamburger Ron?
without needing a
Ron DeSantis
concealed
is
carry.
crazy. I just
Yeah, you
lived
could
there.
conceal carry without a fucking
Yeah,
license
Texas too.
or open carry.
Oklahoma.
Are you down with that?
But-
Wyoming.
you
It's
down with
still
that?
I'm 100% down with that, but it's still in certain areas. Like with zoning, you
Denver.
can't do it in
Eh,
certain
Denver's
urban
not an
areas.
open carry
That-
place, but everywhere
yeah,
around it
That
is.
still
Yeah.
does apply to only people who are non-technically felons. That's all that definitely applies. Like if you're a felon, it does not apply.
Well, of course, yeah. You can't carry. You can't even be around a fucking
Right.
weapon.
Which is not to even say that still isn't against the Constitution too. That there is there's constitutional rights that people who have committed certain felons, they definitely try to make accommodations for them in the courts. Texas does,
Yeah.
Florida will, just because you do have the right to bear arms. It doesn't say anything in the Constitution as far as felony state or whatever state you are with criminal
Yeah.
past charges. It doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
Would you feel comfortable if we were a constitutional carry state?
I wish everyone carried a gun.
I think everybody does already, or I think a lot of people do that people don't even think of.
I want to go to like. That'd be cool to go to like a public setting, and this is like that'd be cool if it would, but be like, how many people have a firearm here, and just to see like the fucking, you know what I mean, like just to know how many people are actually carrying.
Remember when that guy in Belmar was going through the city, just like shooting people up, and then shot that lady cop and that lady cop?
Or in Arvada.
No, right here.
tattoo shop.
Yeah, here in Belmar. The guy was over there at Ted Montana Grill. He walked in there and was pointing the gun at people, and the people were all confused because he was dressed like how some of those armed guard guys dress. But
I'd have dumped him.
But the thing is, it doesn't matter what you're doing as law enforcement in any way. You have no right to brandish or
No,
menace
hell no.
in any way to the public. So if you ever see somebody that is brandish, it looks like PD or looks like some sort of law enforcement and is brandishing or menacing with a sidearm, they're absolutely out of their mind, or they're absolutely a fake, and they can absolutely be dropped. I swear, I was tripping out. I was like, how many CCWs were in that area that weren't going to pop that food? That food killed like 5 people or something like that.
Yeah.
Completely forget about that stuff. That guy in Arvada who just was mad at the cops, he went and shot that cop right in the back of his head.
Did he?
Yeah, and that dude from
Damn.
Army Surplus that was right across the library right
Who tried
there,
to help
right?
him?
Or
who tried to help?
He comes out the front door, sees the dude drop the cop. So he sees the cop get dropped, He comes outside, draws it from his appendix carry, flames that fool, hits that fool in the face like 2 times. He dropped that fool.
Yeah.
When he goes over there and picked up
Why?
the guy's gun.
Should have stood on it.
Other cop comes rolling around the library. Boom! Blew his brains out right there.
Was
That's
that the owner of
fucked
Army
up.
Surplus?
Right there on the library,
I
right
shop
there,
over there
right
all the
there,
time.
right there
Yeah.
right in front of the library. Some dude just came up where a cop was just chilling, talking to a lady.
Dumped on him, yeah.
He was about to retire too. He was like 27 years on the force. Just blew that dude's brains out. Crazy stuff, dude. But like that's what's the thing about firearms. All firearms should come. Even though it is legal, there always has to be a mechanical test of the mind. If
Yeah.
there's a mind
Fuck
that's
yeah.
not in a good condition to carry, if you're not fit for duty, you should not be able to
Do
carry.
you think you would fucking pass?
If
If they did that,
no, probably not.
I don't think I would pass.
Mainly, it just depends. Like I mean, as far as like the tests go, as long as you're following the tests and doing them in in a sober mind state, or at least with some sort of like mental high capacity of mental control, you're definitely going to be able to pass that. Their tests are built on mechanics and things that are all repeat.
They should, they should be like, you
So
need to go fire this weapon. You need to have like a good a percentage on your groupings.
And also, not just that, what are you doing with the firearm? Are you keeping it at a safe angle? Are you not flagging somebody, accidentally pointing it at somebody?
Oh, there's
angling
nothing
it?
that fucking irks me more.
Accidentally fire a bullet into the ground,
There-
making sure your rounds are clear, making sure you're never on the trigger, making sure you're always looking behind you.
I've been
Seeing as
out.
there's multiple threats in sort of like a simulated scenario.
I've been at the range and seen motherfuckers shoot the roof.
It's dangerous, dude. I've seen people shoot
Have you?
the machine. They'll send it back like 40 yards, try to shoot a target,
Yeah.
and bling right off the thing, and they'll tell me immediately. The range guy gets on there, and they'll tell him like, "Hey, you can't do that again, because if you do that again, we're gonna suspend you for an hour.
Yeah.
If you come back, and if you come back and you do it again, you can't come back here ever again." But those range guys got to be careful and ready too.
Did you see that video of that fucking range
With that big old
instructor?
revolver?
Yeah,
he's like, I meant to do that.
What?
What?
I'm kind of faded right now.
Okay. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm all right.
You're starting to look fucking a little blue around the gills over there, what the loco?
Little tipsy.
You okay?
I'm a little faded.
Do you need a fucking yak?
I think I need a break though.
All right.
Shit.
Let's take a break. We're gonna end the podcast.
Oh shit.
You can cut that out, yeah.
Brother's toasted oats over here. He went a little too hard.
I go hard out here as a pimp.
Bro is toasted.
Bedtime. We're old.
Yeah, well, anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. Have a good one.
Yes, sir.
Peace.